Hello, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic, wonderful, amazing, good time as I had to thumb through so many sources on OBS. Finally, over here. Hope everyone's having a good time and a wonderful week as well. Let's get into some D&D soon, why don't we?
Why don't we?
Sure. I mean, I
Really?
guess.
I guess.
Nothing better to do right now, I guess.
Welcome to Halas Tarkanan, a D&D campaign taking place in the Eberron setting within the City of Towers, Sharn. A noir... Nice to connect to Discord. A noir adventure through these cities as we have our detective agency, the Eyes of Many, going through many conspiracies and cases. And also lately a lot of uncoverings of conspiracies as well. Speaking of these detectives, let's go ahead and get to know them a little bit better as well as we introduce everyone here at the table. First up, Becca.
Hello, I am Becca. I'm going to be playing for you today Gale Lorelk, currently in the disguise still of Galen Lore Morales. And by disguise, I mean body of. I use any pronouns, and Gale and Galen use he, him pronouns. And I'm here to be a little schemer.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
Johnny.
Hi, it's Johnny. He, him pronouns. I'll be playing Velveteen Despero in an attempt to feel something.
Oh.
Who's to say? I'm sorry, he'll be attempting to feel something.
Thank you.
We'll see how it goes. Well, we're leading into what's going to happen tonight is the biggest thing.
Alright, Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian. He, him pronouns. I'll be playing Twister. He, they pronouns. And, you know, we're going to be dealing with some shit. Twister's already dealing with a lot of shit, but, you know, yeah.
Thank you very much. Last but not least, Stone.
Hello, I'm Stone. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Nicaeus Endo, who uses he, they pronouns, a warlock Vieira, who, if you hugged him, he would probably burst into tears.
Oh.
Oh, I'm going to give him a hug.
Yeah.
Make the bunny boy cry. Thank you
Make
very
him
much.
cry.
And I am...
Accepted.
And I'm Gonzalo. You can also call me Nate or Nathan. He, him pronouns, and I am the game I'm just not
Game
able
bastard?
to. I'm not able
The
to.
game
speak
bastard?
today. Oh boy. Oh.
No, you're good.
It's a good thing this is not something where you have to speak a lot, right? I'm the game master for this evening and all other evenings of this campaign. And I just don't know how to talk English good. Let's get into this game, but first, a bit of a recap of last session, please.
Oh, from us?
Yes. Class?
Oh, I thought you were waiting for someone else.
Who volunteers?
What's funny is we were just going back over the session right before we started. And I cannot remember how we started the last session.
All I have, my first note written in my notes just says, highly advanced.
What
we
does
went
that
to the
mean?
library, all of us,
What
as
does
a family.
that mean?
I couldn't possibly tell you what highly advanced by itself in its own bullet means.
I guess you have to look back at the last video.
I assume it was some kind of note I was taking while Gale and Twister were researching into magic items that could have souls and things like that, trying to figure out what is going on with the book that Achaeus had previously that we had stolen at one point. Because that was part of our investigation in the library. And then Achaeus found all the books that Twister had just returned about liches and soul cages and all that fun kind of stuff. Well, Velveteen took a little nap before being interrupted by a mysterious individual, a lady named Maria, who we had seen previously, I believe, murdering a professor. Well, the professor's alive, but attempting to.
Attempting
Murder.
Yeah.
An individual that we seem to, like, it seems to be related to Idolines in some way, shape, and form. So that was a thing that happened. We left the library. Aw.
And we sure went somewhere from there.
We left the library
we
and
went
then we
back
got
to the
tailed.
office.
We got tailed by someone.
Oh, we did. We had the
Oh,
fight.
we fought. There was a Rakshasa in their midst, which they were all surprised by, but we did brutalize a group of people. I didn't get hurt whatsoever. And then that was when Twister got a little something on his little shoulder. And it was revealed that Twister now has an aberrant dragon mark, which is a whole situation and a half. That
Gotta complicate shit.
yeah.
And it's kind of dope. Let's be real.
Kind of sick as hell. Kind of a little bit of a yikes if you have to ever strip in front of anyone.
Yep.
Because that's yeah. And then we had that whole conversation about what that was at our home, and then we were like, okay, well, we're gonna all go to Velveteen's thing tonight, so we're just gonna kind of vibe until that happens. Achaeus and Twister, I believe, went to go shopping. And then Twister got a notice that was like from Halas Tarkanan being like, I can answer your questions. And you guys were like, bet, we'll go there.
But come alone. And the case is like, I'm gonna at least hang out outside.
Achaeus was like, yeah, I'll go to the guy who like threatened me.
Not threatened. I don't think he threatened.
It was pretty threatening. It was more.
He did hold a gun to his head, I believe.
I feel like the conversation you guys had was, "Hey, I can help you, or I'm gonna need to kill you." I think that was the basics of your conversation when you had it a while ago.
Achaeus was like, "No, I don't need your help."
Yeah. Meanwhile, Gale snuck out of the home to go to the Cogs to get the book checked out by Sin to be like, "Hey, what is up with this book?" And the conclusion was drawn from that the book itself was illusory scripted to be something else, a different book by the same author, but it's now no longer a soul cage for Eidolons, presumably making Achaeus then the soul cage.
Yay!
I think I was returning home, and Velveteen is also not home, so no one's home right now.
No one's home.
No one's home.
Yeah.
And that seems like it's just about covers everything that happened last time.
I think so.
Let's go ahead and get started. Outside the clock tower, that Twister is to meet Halas Tarkanan within. Twister, you and Achaeus arrive before this tower that was a battlefield within just a couple of days ago. There's no mark of any battle left. At least that can be seen from the outside. And the door within is already closed. There's not too many people that you can see walking about the space. It looks like... this isn't exactly a tourist destination kind of deal. And any traffic you do see is either flying through the air or walking around at bridges and towers that are a bit ways away.
You're gonna go in and I'll just hang out here?
Yeah, that seems like the right of it. Can't say I'm not nervous.
I'll be outside if you need help. Just yell, I guess.
Yeah. I'll send a message.
Do whatever you need to not die.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come, I don't know, body block or something for you. I can't kill me, so.
Yeah. Can't die.
Yeah. Good luck, don't die.
Thanks. I'll go in.
I will lean against the wall outside and try to keep my ears out for any sort of noise. As helpful as my wisdom and perception are. My best wisdom.
I'll cast guidance on you before I leave.
I'm gonna need it. I'm trying to help.
You're trying your best.
I really am. I just want to be helpful and try to keep Twister from dying and being murdered.
You get back. Whoops, Twister died.
Like, I get back to the agency. I'm like, sorry guys. Sorry to tell you, he died.
R.I.P. Well, moving on.
Yeah.
Twister, you turn the handle for the door and walk inside to see a very dimly lit interior. You don't necessarily see anyone else within the space, and each step you take there is a bit of an echo that quickly vanishes from the sounds of all the gears and cogs turning within the mechanism that lets the clock tower work.
Do I see Halas in here?
You don't see him immediately. As you kind of stand in the space, looking around, you hear the sound of a door lock being undone, and you can hear the sounds of another door open with a creak, and you see within the air in front of you a door appear, and on the other side is Halas holding onto the handle.
Oh. Hi.
Good afternoon, Twister.
To what do I owe the pleasure of, you so...
Of note right now, Halas is in, a bunch of, dark clothes, black leathers. He has a tattered, hooded cloak on, the hood drawn backwards, resting on his shoulders. And you can see that there are two blades, one on either side of his waist.
Why'd you call me here? Alone, as a matter of fact.
That's a discussion to have within.
Okay. I'll walk up.
You make your way through the door, and
can I see what kind of... Can I tell what kind of magic this is?
Roll an Arcana check.
13.
With the 13, you don't necessarily know the name of the spell. This is a different classification of magic than you are familiar with yourself. All you know is that this at first glance, this seems to be like something you've heard about before, some kind of spell for essentially a pocket dimension kind of space.
I'll go through.
Okay. Halas continuing to open the door for you. As you enter within, on the other side, you see that there is a relatively simple interior. Right now, you don't see like extravagant paintings or luscious carpets like the couple stories you would have heard about whatever spell this is. It's not some kind of magnificent mansion. It seems more like some quaint cabin. It's not the largest room within here. It's only probably about 15 by 20 feet. It's just large enough to hold a few people within. In the center, there is a small table with 4 seats, all just wooden, with the appearance as if they were just carved by like an everyday carpenter a couple days ago. And on another side, there is there are 2 statues that are hidden underneath a cloth, so you can't tell what their full appearance is. After you enter within, Alice will go over to one of the tables we'll go over to one of the chairs at the table and sit himself down and motion for you to take a seat as well.
Twister will move to sit down. He kind of like looks around. Quite a cozy little cabin you have. Is there a fire going?
We'll say that there is a fire going in one of the walls.
I assume there's a fireplace.
Always preferred the simpler days. It would seem easier to know who your enemies were and what your goals were too. I called to you for one item of question, but I see, looking at you, that there was something else I have to offer for you.
What is it?
How long has it? It's been just a matter of hours or days since that mark awoke within you.
Been 2 hours? How do you know about it?
Why would you think I wouldn't know about it? Your lady is not the only one who knows the presence of a mark.
Fair. Sorry, I'm just getting used to the fact that there's a man in front of me that's supposedly been dead for thousands of years.
I suppose there is a lot to take in right now. Rather an introduction to begin. Halas Tarkanan, the supposed dead soldier for the Aberrant Dragon Marks. He lived Earth over 1,000 years. Conqueror of the original Sharn, and the champion for all the Aberrant Marks out there. And you are?
Oh, Twister, Carbon, cleric for Aurorion. Just someone that's trying to help the common folk. And I guess very recent holder of an aberrant dragon mark.
And what powers manifested within it?
As far as I'm aware, there's only been one. Something that causes someone to take mental damage.
An ability to wear away at the psyche of another. or drain their willpower, maybe.
I don't know if there's something else.
If there is, it won't manifest for some time. And you may not understand the true nature of your mark until after your death as well.
My death? What do you mean
No.
by that?
Not everyone can learn the truth of their self in the living. Tell me, what do you think my mark is? What power do you think was granted to me?
What do I know about Halas's mark? Like, what would I have heard about in history books?
The story for the Earthshaker
Mm-hmm.
is that the mark allows him to cause great quakes through the lands, giving him that nickname. It was
Okay.
with that power that he toppled old Sharn.
Well, that your dragon mark can cause earthquakes. I would assume it's some sort of magic that can either cause them or simulate them.
That's what I thought for a long time as well. It wasn't until I was dead and adrift as a soul that I understood how much further it went. It's not the power just to make the lands swell and shake. My mark has the power to shake the foundation of all. Break through the laws that govern. The bindings that are placed on us all. It's for this reason that some nearly immortal creatures, such as your dragons and the fiends that fight them, have deemed me a character out of place within Destiny. Because my mark shook me loose of that a long time. And as with this power, well, I come with a bit of an offer. Well, not an offer, I suppose to say. Would have to be an equal measure of worth being given to both parties. This is not a deal, or bargain, or bribe. I'm just telling you one thing you can do, and something I may offer in turn. I can retract anytime I want.
Okay.
You know how to rid yourself of your Mordekash problem for good.
I don't believe so. We got rid of him here, but he said he'd be back. We were told that it'd be a matter of a month.
As a Rakshasa, he cannot be killed until his soul is thoroughly destroyed. And considering the state of things for where he brings himself to revive every time, his total annihilation is almost impossible to achieve. The best bet you have is to seal that soul away instead. And you and I both know where to find such an object do this?
The dagger.
The soul-stealing dagger of Halas Tarkanan.
That's currently being held by Ilsa Boromar.
There is one route you can take. If you choose not to jump through those hoops and hurdles, and find yourself someone that's could be a bit of a more imposing threat to Mordekash than Ilsa, I may be able to present you one of these daggers as well. In return, though,
Mm-hmm.
I wish to secure the house that takes my name. I consider everyone with an aberrant mark to be like family, so I wish not to spill any blood. If you can have them hand that house over to me, then I will go ahead and present to you one of these daggers in turn.
You want Halas Tarkanan?
I want my family, and I need their help. With or without your help, I will take them. It's just a matter of how much blood is shed. If you choose to ignore this and try to make a deal with your lady, you'll probably still be able to get a dagger.
So I tell them to hand this house over to you, and then you give us a dagger to seal Mordekash away.
Here is the terms I present to you. Again, you
Why
need
do you
not
want
take
to?
them.
Why? I mean, you. I know why, but this would get rid of Mordekash. Weren't you and Mordekash allies?
Ours is a complicated story for these present times. I do not wish for him to achieve victory, but I cannot stop him.
Is that all? Or you said you had something else?
I can also help you with understanding that mark that has appeared on you, how to deal with its after effect. I've felt many number of pains and nightmares in the course of having my own. I know how better than many. I know how badly it can go when it's on a rampage. I was alone for a long time before I met the Lady of Plagues, and she helped me.
You're offering the same help?
As much teaching as I can give to you in this time.
Twister kind of just looks at his shoulder. Kind of just puts his right hand over where the mark would be. Deal.
Very well. Chaos, on your end of things, you know, just for the fun of it, have a perception check.
Nate, you know
For
it's
the
not
fun
gonna
of it.
work. And with guidance, right?
Yeah.
For the fun of it, it's a 12.
I mean, that's not
It's,
terrible.
Plus a D4.
It's a 14.
That's
Okay.
really high for you.
That is.
All right, 14. You think you heard some footsteps at one point, but it's been quiet inside.
Can
I
I
don't know.
peek inside?
Okay. After like a bit, you kind of like go to peek in the side, and you find that the space seems to be empty, save for. No, you can't see anything. Yeah, because the door would be invisible to you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go in and start calling out for Twister. Twister? Fuck.
The sounds
I'm
cannot
gonna
be
explain
seen.
this one.
Sounds can't make it through the pocket dimension.
How am I gonna explain this one? Shit. It sounds like I just lost a dog.
No.
I'm gonna explain this one. I lost a dog.
Twister,
Oh no.
come here, I got a treat.
I can't even do anything like contact anyone else. We have those. We have the earrings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try contacting Twister on that.
All right, no dice.
Great. That's what I thought. Okay, well, I'm just gonna stand in this room then and I don't know, wait for something to happen or just look around. Can I
Alright.
roll investigation?
Sure.
That's higher. A 14.
Same number.
All right, you get the sleuthing around. You don't see anything drop down to the middle of the pit, at least.
That's good. You didn't throw him down the pit. Awesome.
But yeah, back within the space, as Alice is gonna prepare to teach Twisters some ways to help with the mark. As he stands up and prepares for this, he's going to make a pause. I've read many stories about me from the libraries of the modern age. I know what people think of me, as much as I've done what they thought of me then. What do you think of me?
Well, I had initially thought that you were a ruthless being who wanted aberrant dragon marks to be I don't want to say on top, but equal, and that you were going to take any measure to do that.
I suppose that's kind of look to me then. What other story here?
Well, some other stories that include you as a monster. The boogeyman, really?
Sometimes the difference between being a devil and an angel is if we're the one that won or lost. Was like,
Can I insight check Halas?
you can attempt to.
I can attempt to. Oh, that's a really good insight.
Yeah, that really is. Alright, where is your sheet, Helen?
Plus 12 to deception. No kidding.
Hmm. Not far off.
Oh,
Alright, that's gonna be a total of 13.
oh.
I'll let you know, by the way, it is the same number of for deception and persuasion for him. This is also just a very charismatic person. Anyways,
I could tell.
you can tell that Halas seems to feel pain within that last bit that he last bit, especially like lost quite a bit. He seems to reflect, and you catch his eyes look over to the covered statues.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
Oh, that's okay. I won't lie, pretend I've not done wrong things with the intent of the ends justifying them. Regardless of how today goes, there's a chance that we still meet each other in combat. Or you may have to turn against those you cherish. Like us many times.
Well,
So stay true to yourself and your idea.
that's always been the plan.
After that, Halas will go ahead and give a little bit of a brief rundown with you about how to kind of like help manage your dragon mark, as well as try to help identify necessarily what's going on with your mark as well. It'll take go ahead and roll me a d10. This is not the amount of hours, just seeing how long it's going. Okay. This will end up taking about another... This will take about 2 hours for you to go through this lesson. So, Chaos, you're going to be alone for 2 hours unless you decide to do something.
I don't know what I could do. Is the thing. I can't magically contact anyone. I mean, it's kind of that thing of like, I don't want to, like, I'll check through like the rest of the clock house or the clock tower or whatever I have access to in the clock tower. I obviously don't find him.
Oh my gosh, I'm alone with Halas Tarkanan. Ooh.
I mean, there's not really much else I can do. It's like, I don't want to leave in case he comes back. I also, if I want to go back to the office, it's going to be an hour to 2 hour trek back, right? It's going to be a long trek.
Yeah. And you all
And
have
you're
to
gonna
eventually go to the...
explain.
Yeah, you also have to eventually go to the cornerstone for Velveteen's thing.
But that's not like...
That's not until a few hours later.
Yeah,
You'll be
that's
safe
why I was
still.
like, it's not gonna interrupt it. I'll just stick around and hope that he comes back.
Alright.
I don't know what else I can do. Because it's like, I don't want to leave and he comes back and it's like I'm gone. Because I also don't know where I would go. Because it's like, where else could he be? I mean, if it goes longer than 2 hours, then I'll probably go back to the office and be like, guys, I lost Twister. But I'll give it a few hours and wait around, play solitaire.
Alright. After another couple of hours, you'll hear the sound. Chaos will hear the sound of a door open, and see this door in the middle of the air just kind of like pop open as Halas is holding it open. Stepping outside, holding it open for Twister to walk through. Halas looks over at you, Chaos, as he exits.
Chaos is on the floor with like solitaire cards in front of him. He probably would have stood up at this point, but you do see solitaire floor like cards on the floor. Chaos does summon a weapon, just doesn't make a move to attack, but definitely is ready of like, I'm going to kill someone.
Yeah. He'll just go. Your offer is always on the table. Which, Twister, you will hear as well. Although I think Chaos has already fessed up to being approached by Halas.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
He did tell you guys about that.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. I see Twister entirely unharmed.
Mm-hmm. Maybe smiling. Yeah, he's smiling. A bit.
Chaos looks confused. Can I insight check? With my
As an afterglow. No, I'm kidding.
Excuse me?
Roll bad on insight, that's what he's gonna think.
You yucky yuck.
If he rolled like a 1, then I would have been like, and then Chaos would have been like, what?
Do you have sex?
Ew.
What happened in there?
Yucky.
He looks at you confused.
Thanks again.
It's nice to be able to teach someone.
Well,
Hey, there's been some changes to your body. I know how weird things can get. Glad to help you out through this.
listen, I just needed someone to teach me the ins and outs.
This isn't actually being said, right?
That last bit, no.
I
No.
figured not.
Yeah. It's good conversation. I hope you all make sure that he heed my.
I'll keep them in mind.
He'll, if there's something else to be said, Halas will go ahead and close the door, causing it to disappear behind him, and just vanish into the air.
Chaos will relax. So, should I ask?
Should probably. I'll let you know when we get with everyone else.
Is it? Can I ask if it's bad? I mean, you were smiling.
I don't. Well, one half of it was good.
You're like, I mean, not physically glowing a little bit, but you seem to be, you know.
Well, he taught me about my mark.
Got
Helped
it.
me with it.
Got it. Okay.
But the other part, I don't know is good or is bad.
Okay. Well, let's go back to the office and wait until we go to Velveteen's fight tonight.
Yeah. Were you playing solitaire?
What else was I supposed to? You disappeared. I didn't know where you
Okay,
went. I
yeah.
searched the entire clock house. I was just kind of waiting here. If it was waiting much longer, I was going to go back to the office and get everyone else, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to miss something in case you just appeared again. So, yeah, I had to pass the time somehow.
That's fair.
So yeah, solitaire. Would have been the perfect time for him to read a book. Oh well. Hindsight's 2020.
Okay, so the two of you can make your way back to the agency. Is Gale still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I would be waiting for everyone to get together so we could go. I was just kind of waiting downstairs. I was in my room for a little bit, but just kind of waiting for everyone to show up. Waiting for like Velveteen to come downstairs, be like, "We're ready to go."
Oh, we're gonna come back without groceries. We went out for groceries.
I mean, I think we got. I feel like we got some. But not
Probably
like-
got some, but
Not
none
all.
of the perishables.
You pick up your milk on the way.
Get the milk on the way back.
Yeah, I think we said we got some non-perishables.
Yeah,
before
we got
went.
some non-perishables. Now we're gonna stop off and get the perishables. So you always get them last. You get one of those. You get one of those bags that has the insulation on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Make sure the eggs are put in last.
Make sure the eggs are put in last. Don't want them crushed.
Or you just put the
Anyways.
eggs alone. Or with the bread.
Or you do that.
Yeah.
Or with the bread, you
Anyways.
can put that on top.
Anyways, the two of you make your way back to the agency without being accosted by any additional cult members or any other antagonistic forces.
Good. It just jumped on the way back. Yeah, we arrived back with groceries.
Knock knock.
Is Gale
Come
there?
into-
Yeah, I'm there.
You're just in. Are
I
you
was-
downstairs?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
a long grocery trip.
Things happened during the grocery trip.
We
Where-
were interrupted.
Is Velveteen here?
I mean, yeah, I'm probably upstairs in his room. I haven't seen him come down or anything.
Okay. Because
Before I
I
saw
want
him last, so
yeah, because something happened during.
Alright. I mean, I can go get him if you want.
Yeah, if you could, we'll
Yeah.
put
Yeah,
the
of course.
groceries away.
I go up to Velveteen's room and I knock politely on the door.
You don't get a reply.
Velveteen?
Would it be within a reasonable amount of time for Velveteen to have left to get ready for his match?
It all depends because he would have left when Galen would have been gone.
Well, we were gone for like 4 hours.
So no, not reasonable for pre-show. For like for your call time. Probably.
No.
Wish
If
I could
you're-
be here. I don't remember we have those.
Velveteen, are you here? I just don't want to open like your door if you're taking a little nap or something.
I mean, there's gonna be no response.
I tried the door.
I mean, it's not locked.
I assume he's not in here.
Oh, the door's locked.
No, it's not locked. I have no reason
Oh,
to
okay.
lock it.
You wouldn't find anyone inside.
Motherfucker. I trudge down the stairs. I throw myself on the couch.
So that's not a good sign. Are you sure he didn't
No.
leave to go deal with pre-show things?
I didn't hear a peep or nothing. I've been kind of sitting here for a little bit. Granted, I was having a bit of a conversation with Galen upstairs, so we were a little
Well-
preoccupied with that, but I haven't heard nothing or anything.
Could he have left while you were upstairs?
Maybe? Potentially? I mean, I feel like I would have heard or he would have tried to say something. Because, like, we all made the agreement that we wouldn't run off on our own or anything.
No. Yeah.
So, be messed up of a thing to do.
Yeah, it'd be very messed up. Like it'd
Yeah.
be betrayal of our trust.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
So, I might as well just say it, and then we can inform Velveteen after. Halas contacted me.
What? Why? For what?
He wanted to meet with me alone. I told Achaeus immediately after.
Valid.
And then me and Achaeus went.
You went. You talked to Halas Tarkanan, a famous
Yeah.
murderer.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
He didn't murder us.
I can see that clear as day. But just because he doesn't murder you doesn't mean you usually go off and run off with murderers and such. I mean, granted, that sounds like a thing we do.
It does sound like a thing we do.
It does. I mean, looking at us, looking at a lot of us,
It's
yeah,
definitely
it does.
something we
Yeah.
do and did.
Yeah.
I was not present for the conversation since you wanted to meet alone. I remained outside. It was the clock tower.
Yeah.
I remained outside, and then it went on for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's too long of a meeting for
It was
really
big.
anything. That's an unnecessary
He
amount
was
of time.
teaching me about my dragon mark.
That's nice of him. To what end? Is he gonna try to like mind control you and take you over, and
Well, I hope
make you betray
not.
everything you've loved?
Well, I hope not.
Oh, he probably said it more flowery than that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Well,
but he didn't.
Or did
He,
he? super flowery.
I don't know, but he has a deal. He proposed to me.
And you said no, of course not, or I'll think about it. I'll get back to you on that front.
I said I'll think about it.
Okay, that good. The
I
correct
didn't say
answer.
yes. He is willing to give us a soul-sealing dagger
Right.
that we can use
Right.
on Mordekash.
Why would he just hand that over to us though?
Well, it's a
In
deal.
exchange,
In
he wants
exchange-
House Tarkanan.
No,
Bad
so
deal.
that doesn't feel like some. Yeah, first off, bad deal.
Bad deal. Knife
Uh,
for an entire house, and then probably the ruin of Sharn again, like you did last time.
And then also, nope, I lost my train of thought. I was about to bring some. Oh yeah, is that really
you're
your
trying,
house
buddy.
to give away?
No,
So,
but he said he was going to get the house regardless, even if
well,
it meant bloodshed.
okay, well,
So it's either he's offering you a betray everyone you love or watch them all die horribly.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. What a nice thing for the teaching figure to offer you.
very cute of him.
Yeah. Why don't we just go get the knife from Ilsa? Ain't Velveteen like besties with her?
We should do that at some point. Yes.
I mean, that's why we're going to the.
I thought you were going because you're supporting Velveteen.
Well, that too.
Yeah,
But Ilsa would be there.
true. But then we're bringing head tilt to Achaeus, her best
Mhm.
friend.
Yeah, I can just not be there. Yeah, she doesn't like me
It's been-
very much.
And I mean,
It's
she's
been
probably.
6 months.
I mean, she's
I-
probably also actively working at this thing, right? So we probably.
And
shouldn't be
also,
like,
I tried to kill her.
yeah, I
That's
feel
not
like
exactly something you're just like, oh man, that was 6 months ago.
yeah, and it's the Boromars. Come on, like they're gonna be like. I'm surprised they haven't tried to kill you again, or like anything. Like I'm surprised a hit hasn't been sent on you.
Me too. I'll be honest.
Probably because she sees you as something that she can use to her advantage.
Yes, does owe Ilsa
I do
a favor.
owe them a favor. I do owe the Boromars a favor. It's true.
So
She's probably gonna catch it on that favor at some point. We'll
Probably
see
in
if
exchange for
what
the
happens.
dagger.
I mean,
no,
favor's not an
there's no
exchange. That's a
exchange.
separate deal.
That's a whole I owe her. And she's going to call on me at some point. So you're gonna have to figure out the whole thing with the dagger.
I think it's a thing we should talk about all together.
Yeah.
But good to know. Glad you aren't dead.
I'm glad I'm not dead too.
Yeah. We go to this thing? Should we dress
I
up?
think
Is this like a
some-
dress up event?
I don't
An
believe so.
underground fighting ring?
It's legal-ish. I think it's legal. Probably the betting part's the more.
Should we dress up as wrestlers?
No, no, I'm not
No.
doing that.
Hard no. Hard
Okay.
pass. No, I'm not gonna dress up.
Okay, I won't put on
Yeah.
Galen's
that-
finest finery.
That would be.
Yeah, we totally
I'll put
won't
on his
dress up
worst
as-
outfit, which is still,
Nice.
yeah.
It's still like, wow, I can't believe that. I cannot spend enough money for that.
Carmelina does good work.
All right.
True.
Yeah,
It
we
is.
could-
Shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's put the groceries away first, and then we can go.
Yeah.
All right,
We don't
lovely.
want the milk to spoil.
Yes, and a modern fridge that we.
That's after 67 AD.
Apparently, a modern fridge that we have in the kitchen.
Hey, don't worry. This is a Sin-Renly invention. He already has an
Yeah.
air-conditioned house. Thanks
He does,
to magic.
That is true.
True.
Okay.
We bought a fridge off of him at some point. I like
The house
that.
came with the fridge. Tresh brought it in.
Yeah, and who was
Oh.
Tresh friends with?
True.
Dang.
We just came in and we're like, what the fuck is that? Like, this is a refrigerator. We're like, what the fuck is that?
Okay, off we go.
Okay, so I won't put on a wrestling outfit.
You can wear whatever the hell you want.
Hides the leotard.
Yeah, put that away, actually.
Do fans wear wrestling outfits to
No,
wrestling
they do
events?
not.
I
They
was
do
about to
not.
say, I don't think so.
I'm gonna
Oh,
Johnny,
hold
our
on,
wrestling
Johnny.
expert?
Johnny, local wrestling expert.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, I got that right.
I mean, that's not surprising. It's like cosplay, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so the three of
Off we
you
go.
make your way up to the Cornerstone District. Meanwhile, Despero, how are you preparing yourself right now within your dressing room?
I mean, it all depends because if I'm sharing a dressing room, then there's gonna be several people in there. But I would say no matter what, I'm just sitting there, towel over my face, just waiting to be called.
Okay. As you're waiting, we'll say right now, regardless if you share this or not, it's you're the only one in the room right now. You hear the door open, and when you look to see, you can see it's Ilsa Bormar walking, and seems to be holding a piece of paper in her hand.
Isn't it a little considerate to knock? You know, could have still been taking care of things, getting dressed.
Alright, fine, hold on. Knock, knock.
I mean, you're already in here.
Okay, good. We can go on with this conversation then.
Is there something you need?
Yeah, well, it's this weird letter you sent handed me yesterday.
So, you remember how you asked me about what's currently going on, and I was a little nervous and didn't explain much to you?
Yeah, I remember that weirdness.
Yeah, I really didn't trust the two guards that seemed like they were new outside your door, because right now I feel like with a lot going on in this city, it's better to trust people you've known for more than 5 minutes.
Listen. Within my business, my family's business, one of the best currencies out there is trust. Now, for most of your friends at the agency, I'm gonna trust them more than I can throw them. Yeah, sure, someone like Galen's known for being upstanding, but I've never done much business with him. And Trash is gone. He's the only one I actually really trusted out, fully out of the lot. You, though. You've helped me with the other currency, that of coin. Quite a lot. You haven't done anything to make me look bad. So go ahead and trust you as well.
My heart beats so much for that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, do you agree to help us, or is this a giving the letter back and just telling me no?
Why did you look for me for this?
I mean, you wield some sort of power here, and we need enough power as we can, or else shit's gonna go sideways. And again, this is a working ordeal, so I feel like we could reach some agreement. Done it in the past. I mean, you are the type of person that will give out favors, I guess.
I won't outright say yes or no. This is a big ask. And I work in business. I'm gonna have to get something big in return first.
Okay.
When this match is done and your friends are collected, tomorrow I'll go ahead and you'll be in with me at my office. We can do our negotiations then.
That's fine with me. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be here, but I'm not 100% sure though. Now I will ask, is there anything special you need from me tonight?
Put on the best show that you can. Mr.
That's
Lone
not hard.
Despero.
Make it memorable. Because it's what I do here.
I also go ahead and put the letter back into a pocket of hers. Kind of like pat you on your back, and then go ahead and exit out of the dressing room.
Whoa, hold on. Can you also do me just one slight other favor?
What would that be?
You have eyes all out there when we're, in the ring. Either security or just, other people out there making sure everything goes perfectly.
Yeah?
Can you have them keep an eye out for somebody for me?
Who?
This individual I met today, and I'll explain the redhead that I ended up meeting.
This is a look out for them to get to meet you thing, or look out for them to keep them away type deal?
I mean, from what I was briefly told, it should be column B, but for now it's going to be column A.
You're an odd one, Velveteen. Alright. If anyone's... I'll let them know that if anyone sees her, go ahead and bring her back to see you in your dress.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting ready, if that's okay with you. You probably have a few more things you need to take care of.
I gotta meet with some other farmer folks. Get some things settled for like the upper wards. But yeah, I'll leave you to your friends.
And then after she leaves, I'll finish taping up, or I'll start taping up my one hand.
Okay. Another long while passes as the rest of the party finally makes their way to the cornerstone. Entering within the giant complex of all kinds of sport facilities that is the Cornerstone District, you make your way to one of the smaller stadiums within, and at first it looks a little ramshackle compared to some of the other spaces here in this district. It's not as clean and elegant as, say, the air jousting facility. But you do see that there is actually a bit of a crowd that seems to have gathered outside. A long line of about, it looks like 40, maybe 50 people currently outside the building waiting to get in. And as you're approaching, you can also hear like loud noises of cheering coming from the inside, showing that there's probably already a pretty booked audience. And which of you has the highest passive perception? That's Twister, right?
Almost definitely Twister.
Yeah, definitely not a Chaos.
It's me
With
Oh
a
my
7!
God.
with my 7.
Alright, Twister, you can hear some people going ahead and chanting, kind of like whispering each other in excitement. Oh, hey, that's that one guy with like that one guy that the Despero fella. Can't wait to see what kind of mess he's gonna bring for his opponent today.
Oh, 1 second.
A friend. This isn't really my scene here. There's a lot of noise.
There's a lot of chatter about this one. Well, about Velveteen.
Oh. Is that?
Apparently quite popular.
Good for him.
Good for him. It's just one of those things where there's like a splash zone, because I would like to be as far away from it as physically possible.
Same. I don't think there is.
I don't think there
though.
is.
You never know when a tooth's gonna randomly go flying into the crowd. I've seen it happen. I've read about it happening.
Definitely not an experience that you've had.
No, of course not.
No, of course not.
Has Galen ever been here?
Galen? No,
Yeah.
Galen's never gone to this. He's been to the Cornerstone for other sports. He's not a
More-
wrestling or martial
Closet
arts
wrestling.
person.
Closet
Never be
wrestling
caught
fan,
dead
Galen
here.
Morales.
Galen would go like to, like the badminton games or something like equivalently
And it's
posh.
fine.
You'd go see them play cricket or something.
Oh yes, I prefer
Probably
to
not-
witness the air jousting as well as some of the different dancing performances that go on within here.
Do you say that? Does Gale say that? out
Galen
loud?
does.
Well, in my head.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Usually if I'm coming here, I'm going to go see either air jousting or some of the dance performances.
Yes,
Did
competitive
Galen
dancing is a
say
real
that?
thing.
There's competitive dancing here.
Tell Galen he's a nerd.
What do you mean I am Galen?
You're a nerd.
You
I will
just
tell
say
myself that
Galen.
I am a nerd. Thank you very
You
much.
just say Galen is a nerd. Like, he's
Yeah.
right there.
Yes,
Sorry.
you can tell Twister that I heard that without needing the middle man in the conversation. That was a bit hurtful, if true.
That's hurtful. And if it is true, it is hurtful.
Okay.
And my feelings are hurt. potentially, if you intend the truth. I insight check.
Meanwhile, like Case point blank said it.
Wait, you want me to roll?
Yeah, do you think that I'm a nerd? YN?
Wire X.
Wow.
I do.
You
I do think Galen is a nerd.
Fine then. Shall we go find seating then? Should we grab a grog and go sit? I don't know what people do at these.
I assume, yeah, we just grab some alcohol and then find a seat.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have a lovely selection of red wines.
No.
No.
They have one. They probably have like one.
If that.
And the
It's
rest
like
is
the
gonna be piss
cheapest
water.
red wine.
They have red wine. It's called blood.
Whoa.
They're vampires now? Wow.
You see a vampire
Anyways.
couple drinking something.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Guess we get
As-
drinks and sit.
As you're all kind of like having this conversation in the line, you'll be approached by a Boromar halfling who is holding a clipboard with a piece of paper attached, looks up at you. Hey, are you the Eyes of Agents? Sorry, the Eyes of Many Agency.
Yes, that is us, exactly. I pull out a business card.
Okay. Yeah. You three don't need to be in the line. You can follow me. I'll bring you to your VIP seat.
Oh,
Thanks.
absolutely incredible. The box seating?
No, it's right in front of the ring.
In the splash
Or
zone.
orchestra. Orchestra, then.
My God.
Yes,
mean,
Galen, it's orchestra seating.
Lovely. Please, sir.
If you want to play an instrument, sure, you can be your own orchestra, but yeah, let's go.
Well, if you have a grand piano, I can plunk some tunes out.
I can as well.
That'd be wild for someone to drop into.
Yeah, the piano would probably end up broken by the end of the
No,
fight.
it's a lovely instrument.
It is a lovely instrument. I'm just saying that,
We should play the piano sometime.
you should play the piano
That'd be really
sometime.
lovely.
I don't
Yeah.
know the piano.
Well,
Well, that sucks to be you.
yeah.
What the Wow, okay.
I'm kidding. I know a lot of people don't know the piano.
You'll all be escorted into the building, where you can see that there is a large crowd, several hundred people who are encircling a ring with black and blue posts, sharing the name of this arena, which you would see as the black and blue as you entered within. There are ads for all kinds of businesses within, some familiar, some not so much. Some of them, Galen would also be able to immediately identify and tell Gale, oh, that's Boromar owned, that's Boromar backed, that's Boromar owned. Just like, letting you know there's probably another side to the advertisements going on right now.
Of course, yes.
But yeah, the people in the crowds are loud, causing a giant ruckus. People who seem to be from all over Sharn, some people who are visiting from outside as well. There are, as you're passing through like the entrance, going through like the middle ring of seats around, you can see there's already plenty of beer spilled about the place.
My shoes.
And as you're kind of like getting to your seats as well, there's already another fight happening between a half-orc man and a Goliath man as well, who are just duking it out with each other, going blow to blow, punching and kicking and each other and slamming instruments and all kinds of objects against each other. And as you're getting your seats, what's that natural one? Deception for?
Firstly, I'm being Galen, so it's a 22. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're right.
And that role is for me not looking so excited to be here.
And as you're getting your seats, The three of you. All roll me a d20.
Oh.
Oh, okay. All
Of course,
three of
now
us?
I rolled the 18.
Oh,
Oh my god, we're
twinnies!
matching!
All right.
I got 11s.
Achaeus,
I roll.
getting your seat down, there's a loud sound of a smack from the ring, and next thing you know, a tooth comes flying out and hits you in the face.
Oh no,
I get the highest roll and I get the tooth to the face. Come
We are in
on.
the splash zone. You told me that there wasn't a splash zone. Can I have that?
Why do you? Why? Do you
No
want-
reason.
No.
I'm.
I'll
Can I though?
hand it to him.
Thank you.
You want it? Yeah, here you go.
And you hear from the inside of the ring. And that's gonna be a KO!
Oh.
Congrats to the flying sails. What you can see is the half-orc who's dressed as a pirate as well, for their victory. Let's all go ahead and clear the stage as we get ready for the next bout.
I yell a congratulations in Orcish.
You can see like the half-orc just kind of like very tired out. They might be a bit concussed with how they're kind of like moving back and forth, just raises a hand up in victory, kind of like tries to pose for the crowd before the ref kind of like comes and helps support them up and walk them off stage onto a ramp.
Why didn't you look different coming here?
It would be weirder for Ilsa to see you all with a different person.
That's fair. Was just curious. I like you to enjoy the event a little more.
Same. I would love to.
And speaking of Ilsa, as some cleaners come up on stage to get all the blood and debris off, you can see walking from higher up in these stands is Ilsa Boromar, who approaches you all. And how are y'all seated right now? Let's say that there is an end next to the stairs, or like the leftmost seat, and an empty seat next to the rightmost that Ilsa is going to be going to sit in.
Wouldn't it be the most awkward to put a chaos next to her?
I mean,
Wouldn't it be?
yes, but I also don't want that to happen, but also it should be what's happening.
How about Twister gets the seat closest to the stairs?
I'm in the middle.
Okay.
And then, okay.
And then the KS has to sit next to Ilsa. We can swap seats if you really want.
No, I think this is funny.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ilsa notices you all. Well, if it isn't the eyes of many. Everything told me you'll be coming.
Oh.
Good evening.
It's lovely to see you again. It's been quite some time.
Yeah, it's been... Ilsa looks at Achaeus, glares a bit as she takes her seat, and then leans forward to look at everyone as a whole. It's been a bit, hasn't it?
I'll sit back.
How have you been? You look absolutely incredible. Sorry it's taken us so long to get out to one of these lovely events hosted by you.
Oh, it's no problem. I wasn't expecting any of you to be into this, especially someone like you, Galen. I feel like you'd rather be watching stage play than this.
Oh, I to be completely forthright, yes, I absolutely would. But sometimes you have to experience different things in life to develop more of a worldly understanding of things, and I think it's quite lovely. I've even gotten a souvenir thus far. I hold up the tooth.
Why do you have a tooth in you?
Oh, it flew off of the stage, and I was like, this is quite memorable of it. I like to keep little trinkets of things to help me remember of the times. You understand, when you live for so long, you have to, remind yourself with items and things of the ilk. And this is, for the moment, a good enough remembrance until I find something better, and then I can get rid of this tooth for the moment. It is in a little Ziploc bag. So just one of my, investigative, little Ziploc bags for clues.
My God.
Rich people. All right.
I have to run to the restroom, so I'm gonna.
Twister says, leaving.
Yeah, Twister says leaving, and I have to go up.
Okay, bye, Brian. So.
Yeah, so what have you heard about this place so far?
Velveteen fights here.
Velveteen fights here.
And has been fighting here for quite some time, and apparently is quite successful at it.
Yeah, he's helped make some coin. Helps get some notoriety for this place.
That's lovely. Love that he's doing good by you.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a good business partner like this.
Mm-hmm.
You see, your main,
He's one of the stars of the show right now. Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's that would be the one. Yes. Like principal cast, essentially. Like in theater.
I mean, if that's, I guess you can compare him.
He's one of the stars of the show.
He's one of the stars of the show. Yes.
And as long as he continues to help bring in the coin, he gets to stay that way.
Oh. Fully understandable.
I will need to talk to all of you tomorrow.
All
Just
right.
just bring that up now, in case this slips Velveteen's mind, or he's for some reason unconscious after his own bout.
Right. Of course, is it a you meet us at our agency, or we come to you sort of situation?
He'll come to my office.
Absolutely lovely. Do you have a time slot in mind? I pull out a little notebook.
Elsa pulls out her own planner.
We just compare schedules.
Yeah. And you'll be able
over a chaos.
Yeah, exactly. A case is just in the middle, just like. It's just awful.
yeah, sometime right before lunch would work.
Absolutely lovely. We can certainly do that.
Yeah, I believe that works for us.
Yes. Is there any codes of conduct that we should be aware of? Obviously no interfering and all of that sort. So that I understand, but general audience behavior. I assume it isn't to sit quietly and politely applaud.
I mean, just whatever feels right at the moment, just don't interfere with the man.
Absolutely lovely.
All right, I'm back.
Some people get in fights in the stands. As long as they don't cause harm to others, it's whatever.
All right, so there might be some ruckus, but...
Yeah.
All right. A little bit of ruckus is fun every now and then.
And, you just flag someone down if you want to get, some beer. You'll see them, people selling it kind of walking around.
Just beer?
Would you like water instead?
Oh, okay. I was wondering if wine was an option, but I will get a lovely beer.
Yeah, the clientele here doesn't really cater to wine.
How shocking.
But, I mean, I can get you some of my private mead if you'd like. That's the
I don't
closest.
want to impose. I don't want to impose or anything. I don't want to inconvenience you in any way, shape, or form.
All right, well, beer, water for you then.
Thank you very kindly.
Alright. Well, it's about time for the event to take place.
I do a telepathic connection to Achaeus. I just go, see, this is why I'm not me.
Yeah. Heard.
You did good though.
Look, I didn't piss her off more, so you know what? You did great.
I didn't, but thank you.
I mean,
Yeah.
You talked more than I did.
Well, as the match gets ready, and you can hear the crowd start to start chanting "Despero, Despero, Despero" through the whole stadium.
Should we brought like signs or something?
We'll go ahead and take a quick 5-10 minute break and get into this whole wrestling match soon enough.
Ooh.
Yeah, make sure to take care of yourselves, everybody, during this break. Get up, stretch, take a bit of a walk, drink some water, use the restroom, whatever you need to do to take care of yourselves. But yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. See y'all soon. Alright, gamers. Hope you all had a good time away, good rest for everything. As we go ahead and get ourselves situated back within the bit of a wrestling match that we're going through here in the black and blue. Instead of doing the descriptions myself, though, I think it's more fitting if our lone Despero
Nate, no,
goes
no,
through this.
no, Nate. We're gonna be here forever. Oh my god. What do you want me to start with, Nate?
How about just in the beginning, as you can hear from the ring, a referee announce using a enchanted piece of stone to amplify their voice.
Oh, Nate. First of all, we would have a ring announcer. The referee doesn't do that. They
Sorry,
push
you're
you
right.
so much.
Oh God.
I'm telling you,
The ring announcer.
You told him to start though.
No, I know, but like,
You didn't tell him to start and then immediately criticize him.
The ring announcer, sorry, using this enchanted rock to amplify their voice, yelled into the crowd. Gentle folks of Sharn from all the lands beyond, welcome to the main event for tonight's affair. As we have a challenger entering the ring, one great and mighty being from down in the lower depths of Dura. We have the Mad Bull from below. And you kind of like see making their way out onto the ramp with the sounds of some applause and roars, as well as a mixture of boos. There's Minotaur. Go ahead and just walk down, and you can hear like from some like other enchanted stones embedded onto the walls that what sounds like some music playing. As you also see like puffs of smoke kind of like go up, different colors for each step that the Minotaur takes. They are even for a Minotaur, they're a large and hulking presence. Who is currently wearing like crimson red robes with a black sash, kind of like just marching down the field. You can see that the horns have like gold rings, kind of like put onto them, put onto the horns as well as some kind of like decorations. The ends with iron studs that fall down. And that there is the bull also has that septum piercing as well. Just kind of like marching down, arms raised, just kind of like hollering to themselves as they continue making their way down into the ring. Instead of like climbing over the ropes, just takes one big leap to jump over the whole thing entirely. Crashes back into the ring. You can see the stage wobble from the force of impact. And they just go ahead and start making their rounds within the interior of the ring before taking a corner and looking at the ramp. As the announcer... Sorry, go ahead.
I must ask, are they ripped?
How hot?
They are very ripped, yes.
Oh!
And then after this, the announcer will go ahead. And this challenger, they decided to go right for the top. They're aiming to take on the champion of this ring, the heavyweight champion that you've all come to know, respect, love, cheer. The one-armed detective from... the one-armed detective that's... We'll make sure that his opponents go out with a bang. Everyone, a round of applause for the Lone Despero. Velveteen?
as I just walk out, my head is down. I'm just focused. Can't really see my face. Cowboy hat wearing, poncho over the top. I enter the ring, and then I'm just staring down my opponent, just facing them. Do you want me to make a perception check to see if I see my friends in the crowd?
As I'll say you don't need to because they're like front seats. They're very easy to spot.
Okay. I will toss. I'll sit the hat down. I will then attempt to, and I'm pretty sure I can, toss the poncho to them to see if they want it.
Sure.
I will specifically throw it towards Galen.
Oh, well, never mind.
What? It is a very nice, well done poncho, and if you were to look at it, you would see the initials C and L on it.
I mean, yeah, I would catch it because if it lands in beer, you're a dead man. If it lands in a single spill, you're dead.
And then I will turn and I will face the Minotaur. I will say this, I am completely shirtless and you are just seeing just scars upon scars, and then where the arm is just attached to the shoulder. But if the crowd is cheering, I will ham it up a little bit, but if they're not and it's complete silent, I will just stand there.
You can hear.
Is it ever just complete silence? Does that happen?
Yes, it does. If
That's
you're not
horrific.
If you're not liked or hated, they will just treat you with silence.
That's horrible. I would hate that.
Yeah.
I would cry. I'd be a professional wrestler and start crying.
I mean, they might like that bit.
You hear a mixture of roars of applause as well as boos coming from these stands.
Wow. I don't care if there's booze. I don't care for those people.
I'll cheer. I'll cheer.
No?
The Velveteen.
Yeah, well, clap
Well,
up.
I'm-
Clap
I'm
and
very
cheer.
politely clapping.
Those
Bravo.
those seated can see Ilsa just lean back, arms folded, and just cock a
still
grand
sitting
ready
next
for
to
the
us?
show.
I think she's gonna be next to us the whole time.
Yep.
Do you want to switch?
Fine.
No, we're good. We're good.
It's fine. It's only a 4-hour event. It's okay.
As long as
What?
I don't try to kill her, I think we'll be on better terms.
You guys
Well,
are
tell
Roll
Idolini
charisma
that.
save.
you guys are showing up for a night too,
Idolini
right?
just stabs her.
No.
Like fucking ruins the night.
Anything else happening for Velveteen in the ring?
No, I'm just getting ready. I can't do anything until the match starts anyway.
Have we ever seen Velveteen shirtless?
Yeah, when we went to the club.
Yeah, we
Oh
have.
yeah.
And also
Or like,
when we're,
yes, when we
also
changed
when we
clothes.
change clothes, yeah.
Remember my shirt that just says water in Elven?
Okay.
It's
That's
a
amazing.
crop top that says
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Water.
Oh my god.
Alright, in that case, Velveteen, you'll be escorted to the center of the ring to stand face to face with the Mad Bull, who towers over you by a good couple of feet and just looks down on you and has like a nasty grin on his own face. You ready for the fight?
Come
Can't
on,
wait
Nate.
to make you paste.
There we go, Nate. There we go. That is honestly hilarious. Do you see the first few rows behind you over there? They're gonna get some teeth. They're gonna get some teeth. That one might get a horn. And depending on your family, they're not gonna have a father anymore. So
Oh, I can't wait to see you try puny. Alright, the announcer will go, then go, alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. To have a good fight here. You know the rules? There's barely any. We get to smacking each other to hell. And they're gonna go ahead and dip out from the ring as a bell sounds off, and let's go ahead and get the match started, why don't we?
Alright.
Velveteen, you go ahead and describe. This is not necessarily going to be a one-on-one combat scenario. This is going to be a matter of, like, both of you doing back and forths, trying different either attacks or different attempts at skills to achieve something that you would like to do within the ring itself. You'll be able to go first, as the bull will be reacting to what you're doing.
Oh, okay. Then this is easy. You said, just survive is the biggest thing, and that's it. I'm just gonna go off my wrestling degree here. We're immediately going to go for what in wrestling is called a low blow, and this is where I'm going to hit him in a zone that may hurt a lot. If you understand where I'm coming from. I have multiple attacks, so I could try this more than once if you want me to.
Go ahead and make a melee attack for the for each attempt you're going to be trying.
Okay. Do you want me to just make unarmed strikes? Since I have that at the ready?
Yes. I'll say that there is an AC 14 going on right now.
Okay. Hold on. Let me take out the modifier real quick, just in case. Just in case it's attached to it. Okay. That one misses.
Okay, so your first strike lands, gets the bull in the balls, and he kind of like doubles down in pain for a second, snarls, and as you go and try to twist yourself to get another blow there, he just catches your fist.
Oh, okay. Do you need me to roll damage for the first one or no?
Go ahead and roll damage as well.
Okay.
Just getting some paper out to actually keep track of some stuff. Alright. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, because I don't imagine I can do too much when this starts off, mostly because we're going to be probably in the center of the ring.
Okay. The bull is going to attempt to go ahead and first try to grapple you. That's going to be a 22. Go ahead and make either an athletics or acrobatics check.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah, it's an attempt not to be grappled.
An 18.
Okay. So they're going to go ahead and just grab you and both of his arms. And it's then going to go ahead and already like grabbing onto one of your fist, grabs onto your other, lifts you up, and it's going to go ahead and try to slam you down into the ground. Okay, they're doing this as strength check with advantage, pretty much. Oh. He's falling off the desk. Wow, that's a 14 both times.
In terms of hits or attacks? They both miss. Unless it's 14 damage each.
That would be treated as a slam attack. So we're going to go ahead and say that as they're bringing you down to the ground, you manage to twist yourself so that way you put your feet onto the ground. And give me let's get a free either athletics or acrobatics check to see how you're able to counter, if you're able to counter this.
Just do athletics.
Alright, a 17. Okay, they got an 18, so you're not able to counter, but you keep yourself from being slammed right into the ground, catching yourself with your feet. Everyone just kind of like sees this big force of two attempts at low blows, and this Minotaur going in and trying to slam Velveteen in, but he twists his body to catch himself before he gets his back slammed. Velveteen, back to you.
It would be really mean just to use weapons. By that I mean my arm, but I don't think I'm allowed to use mortar strikes.
Yeah, I feel like that would be frowned upon.
I do have a question, and since we're doing this slightly on the fly, no real rules except for, I'm guessing, again, guns or like weapons.
And
of that
no
sort.
like actual weapons. You can get like there'll be stuff like outside of the ring, or stuff you can find under the ring that are like some improvised weapons.
But what if I'm just allowed to use my arm outside of the firing mortars? Is the biggest thing.
I think you're allowed to do that because that's treated as a part of your person, just like how
Okay.
the more magical creatures can
Well,
use their innate abilities.
Does a shocking grass at a 23 hit?
That'll hit.
Okay. 6 lightning, and I believe they're now stunned.
I think it's just that they can't.
They can't take
reactions.
reactions until their next turn. Yeah.
All right. Taking like this electricity as you get out of the bit of a grapple they tried to do, and just shocking the Minotaur. They'll go ahead and just try to catch you between like their arms and drop an elbow into your face with one of their attack.
Yeah.
That's a 14, so not gonna hit.
No.
All right, then they're gonna use their other attack to go ahead and try to just knee you in the stomach. Okay, that's a natural 20.
Well, yeah, that hits.
All right, so you'll be taking 10 points of damage. As with this turn of events, you do the shocking grasp. They punch, and then just get you right in the stomach. Your feet kind of like go off the ground a little bit from the force of the impact and the angle taken. As you get yourself back up, your turn again.
All right. Let's go ahead and use these next 2 strikes, or attempted strikes, to bring them down to the ground entirely. So we're gonna try and attack their legs.
Both those are gonna hit. Okay, and you're also trying to bring them down to the ground at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get another athletics check on top of that. As they're gonna go ahead and take another 10 points of damage from both blows. Alright, that's a beat a 15. We got a 22.
Okay.
Okay, so they're not knocked down, but the Minotaur's knees are definitely bruised quite a bit. And retaliation, they're just going to go ahead and attempt to grapple you again. Let's make another athletics or acrobatics from you as they make their own athletics. Alright, they rolled a 20, that beats your 18. So the Minotaur again just grabs you, this time taking you by one of your arms and one of your legs, lifting you up into the air, and it's going to try to throw you into one of the posts.
Okay.
Alright, they're going to succeed against you for sure on this, letting you know that. As you're going to go ahead and be slammed into the post, have your back slammed. You'll be taking...
Question from the audience.
Yeah?
What's up?
Are you wearing armor? How do you have an AC of 18? You're shirtless.
Oh, good point. Well, to be fair, have I ever been wearing armor?
I think you have, it's just that we always go with the idea you have glamour weave on. To make you look like you're just wearing normal clothing.
Yeah.
Just like everyone else in the party. Oh, except for
I have a
Galen
chain
slash
shirt.
Gal who
I
can't
have a
wear
chain
armor.
shirt that I do actively wear.
Okay.
Because I bought it with money. But they
Alright.
allow armor in the fights? Interesting. Okay.
I
that's
would
it.
say no. I would say so is the biggest thing.
Are you wearing armor?
I mean, I would if you want me to lower my AC to whatever shirtless is, I can. I don't
Alright.
mind. Whatever that would be.
Oh,
I think
your
you
shirtless
can put
AC
your-
would be 14.
Oh, that's fine with me. I don't care.
Okay. But yeah, you're going to go ahead and take 6 points of damage, and you're going to be knocked prone. As the Minotaur then just kind of like stands over you, seeming to be ready to go ahead and make another attack when it comes to them, but it's your turn to try to react.
Am I allowed to do any actions as I react? Like attack? And what I mean by that is attack is the biggest thing.
Let me know what kind of move you're trying to pull right here.
Well, they have fully slammed me, and I can move my arms, right?
Correct.
I would say, how close are they?
They're like right next to you.
Oh, how about this? So can I do like, can I do any action? What if, like, hypothetically, if I were to Misty Step? Because I do have that ability given my arm.
I think you'd be allowed to try that. It's
Yeah,
not a harmful spell after all.
So, if possible, could I Misty Step to the top rope and then jump at them?
I think you can.
Okay. Do you want me to roll acrobatics?
Yeah, you go ahead and roll your acrobatics right now.
Okay.
This is just to get on top of the Minotaur, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, as the Minotaur is getting ready to go ahead and stomp down onto your face, you Misty Step away and end up right on top of the top rope. And before the Minotaur can fully react, you jump off and grab them by the horns as you're on top of them now.
Okay. I'm just gonna, since I imagine I can't do anything else, I'm just going to hold on to their horns.
Alright, they're gonna go ahead and try to break the grapple and grab you and try to throw you off. Make another acrobatics or athletics check. Wow, they rolled very low. They're not able to do anything about this as you're just kind of like carrying around, and they're the Mad Bull just begins kind of like running around the ring, trying to balance off of ropes, do whatever they can to knock you loose at this point. For this move, Velveteen, you hear the crowd begin to be surprised and start cheering you on even more. I'll give you a +1 to any roll going forward.
I was going to ask another question. Since I'm this close to them, like I am literally on them, would I possibly have advantage on attack rolls?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, since I'm on their head and I can see their eyes, I'm going to use one attack to attack the left eye and then the other attack to attack the right eye.
Okay.
Oh. That's not great.
Okay, so one of the hit attacks will land. It'll be the what's the one on the left eye.
Wait. You said, so a 15 would hit, or is it a 16 that would hit?
14 is the AC.
Well,
oh, you do have advantage, so both of them would hit, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And I also, because you said +1 going forward as well, so I was curious if it was...
Yeah, and like any one roll you want. You can bring it up whenever you want to get that bit of extra inspiration.
Okay. So both do hit?
Yeah. I'm gonna roll to see if for both eyes how damage this gets from the Minotaur. Okay. Alright, the Minotaur still has vision on both eyes. As you do another 10 damage to them. Alright, they're very much not looking great right now as you're just hanging on and take one turn to go Bang. And the Minotaur's just kind of like having to hold onto their eyes in pain for a second as they're continuing to run about. They're going to go ahead and, unable to kind of like just get you off, toss you off before, are going to go ahead and run to one of the ropes. And you see them jump to get on top of one for some bounce.
Oh.
Okay, that's a great acrobatics check from them. As he goes ahead and gets on top of the rope and bounces backwards. So that way he'll be between the Minotaur and his back as the landing happens. You'll be squished between with the impact. And you'll take 7 points of damage from it.
Okay.
Alright, that's their turn.
So am I now prone on the ground, or am I still holding on?
You're both prone on the ground and considered grappled right now.
Okay. You know what? You said they're not looking great.
The Minotaur?
Would it? Yeah.
Oh, they still seem to have a lot of vigor into them.
Well, like physically, are they looking okay, or is it just like
Okay enough. You'll probably have to go on to this match for a bit longer before, like, they'd be down.
I have an idea. Do I have any movement, or am I, like you said, am I still grappled?
You're grappled and you don't have any movement right now.
Okay.
The best you could do is try to crawl out from underneath, which would be a athletics check. Or you can attempt to do an attack with disadvantage from underneath.
So fully underneath, I imagine I can't be seen.
Not fully, no.
Oh, okay. Well, if I can't be seen, and there's no rules here, I feel a little bad for them, maybe? Because things are about to get a little hot for them.
8's not gonna hit. As you
Fair.
attempt to,
That's
you
fair.
attempt this firebolt cast with your arm, but it fizzles out as the Minotaur kind of like moves around, rolling back and forth on their back, and your arm just kind of like hits the ground, and you lose concentration as you're trying to cast the spell.
Okay. Since I really don't have any movement and I'm basically under this thing, I'm just gonna have that be my turn.
Okay. The Minotaur is gonna finish rocking back and forth on their back and gonna go ahead and just climb on top of you, pinning you down to the ground, and is gonna go ahead and just punch down at your face with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
14 and 10.
10 doesn't, but the 14 does.
Alright. You'll take another 8 points of damage as while you're being pinned underneath, one punch comes down and hits you right across the chin. Some blood splatters out of your mouth from the impact. Another punch comes down, but you kind of like duck your head out of the way and the force of the punch hits into the ground. You feel a bit of the vibration and a bit of ringing in your ears. Your turn now.
Okay. Am I still grappled or no?
You're pinned underneath. You can attempt to break the grapple.
Okay, well
That would be an action, though.
Okay, that's fine because I still have an extra attack.
That would be your attack as well. You can't do an attack after breaking from this grapple.
Oh, okay, well, could I? No, I don't want to burn that. Yeah, let's go ahead and just try and break this grapple.
Okay.
So strength check.
Yeah, you'll have to beat a 23. 6 ain't
What about
doing
a
it.
What about 6, Nate?
I will say if there's something you kind of like want to do that's showy, but not necessarily harmful to the Minotaur, you can go ahead and attempt that as well. That's being extra, never costs an action.
Do I have both use of my hands?
Yeah, you'll have them. You're just kind of like pinned down at the waist right now. It's that kind of like classic MMA submission.
Okay, Nate, I have a question for you. Because again, you don't watch wrestling at all.
No.
Do you know what the suck it motion is?
Not necessarily.
Well, it's you take your hands and make an X near your crotch and tell the other person to suck it. So I'm gonna do that.
Let's make a
He's
charisma
on
check
you.
for the crowd.
Sorry, what was that, Nate?
Let's make a
What am I making?
charisma check as you do some crowd work with that.
Oh, I'm bad at charisma.
Alright, a 12. You
know
get
what-
some...
You know what, Nate? Can I
Yeah.
use that +1 going forward? Can we make it a 13?
Sure. You get some... a mixture of laughter and cheers from the crowd with that motion.
It's a little distasteful. I'll say, just fully sitting in there,
Yeah.
like
I think
legs
that's what
crossed.
I'm pretty sure that's about par for the course, if I understand correctly.
Yeah. How's Ilsa looking?
She's still grinning, kind of like applauding it right now.
Okay.
It looks like she's ready to go ahead and just start standing on her own seat.
How far away are we from the ring?
You're like 15 feet away.
Okay.
Good to know.
I could do something. I'm not going to, though.
It'd be rude.
It would be really rude.
We'd get kicked out.
Also, what are the few actual rules?
Oh, you can't do any like big magics that are harmful. You can't use any like you can't use any weapons from outside the ring.
Hmm.
You're allowed to use any innate abilities that you were born with. Other than that, no other magical feats are allowed. No magical items,
Curious.
and
Right.
no intentional murder.
No intention. Of course, yes. If it were accidental, that'd be fine. Thank you for the clarification. Is there like a halftime dance break?
No.
All right.
No, Nate. No,
Personally, I think
Nate.
there should be.
No, gamers. There has been and there is.
Okay.
They will get recording artists to do performances halfway through shows.
No fucking
Look,
way.
I heard
Listen.
Taylor Swift is going to be here.
Really?
No, the only show that's happened has already happened. This is the tail end of the whole spiel.
Oh.
We missed
Can I
the
get a
other stuff.
schedule of when the dance number would happen? I would be very intrigued by that one.
About 4 hours ago.
Damn it.
We missed
Did-
the other stuff.
Every night?
Not every night, every week.
Good to know. All right.
Okay.
I'll write that down. I'll write that down.
Alright, but back to the ring, Velveteen. You just did your bit of suck it motion, and you can turn to see like your friends as well, just kind of like having this discussion to themselves. And-
Can you make a perception check to see if you hear me say that's kind of distasteful?
I can't. I don't mind.
I don't think you can with an 11.
It's
But I
valid. The
did-
crowd's
Wait,
yelling.
what about the +1?
I already used the +1. Do I just see them talking at least?
Yeah, you see them talking.
They're probably talking positive about me right now.
Oh my god, Velveteen's gonna die.
Really rooting for the ball man. He's very intriguing. I like all the moves he's on.
I can barely read lips, but I'm pretty sure
gonna
they
fucking-
said this is bullshit.
yeah, Galen, yeah.
Alright. The Minotaur's now gonna go ahead and take their hands together and just gonna try to slam down into your chest twice.
Ooh.
Wow, that's they're 2 9s in a row.
Alright.
They
cool.
slam
Love it.
down,
I mean,
and you just kind of like swipe with each.
Is he prone?
And he is prone.
Then it'd be advantage, right?
Yeah, you're right.
It would be advantage.
Still bad.
Is it bad or
A 12 and a 9.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'd
Velveteen, you just kind of like
Guardian's
swipe each fist out of the way. Just the sheer impressiveness of managing to beat the Minotaur's massive, overwhelming strength compared to someone of your size. Just gets a crowd like hearing and roaring again. You get another +1 for another roll in the future.
Nice, nice, nice.
I'll cheer.
All right, your turn now.
So I imagine after that, still grappled.
Yeah.
Am I being like held up like this, and he's like doing this?
No, you're prone on the ground. Your hands are free, but the Minotaur is sitting on your waist to lock your legs movements.
Okay, so he's sitting on me, prone. Is ass to face or like face like this way, and I'm like here, like head's looking up this way?
It sounds like it's cowgirl.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I know he's a bull, but it sounds
No,
like...
no. That's fine. That's fine. We can work with this.
So wait, the Minotaur is sitting on you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an MMA pin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
I've
it's
heard
also-
of it.
yeah. Wrestling is really erotic.
I
It
know
is.
how to get out of
It's
it.
very erotic.
Oh, sure you do.
Yeah, you thrust up in the air.
Yeah, do
Well,
that.
Yeah, with a Minotaur that weighs.
That will not work in the real world either if you're actually trying to get rid of that pin.
Well, no,
I mean,
I'm not gonna
get
do
rid of
that.
Are you saying you don't do a good hip thrust? What's the amount?
I'm
that you
just
can
saying
bench
that part of the
hip
point of
thrust?
that pin is to keep you from being able to move your legs or your hips.
Don't worry, I have an idea. It's fine.
Alright, but yeah, Bubsy.
So they fucked up on the slam. I'm just gonna. I'm going to hit them because I'm pretty sure my arms are still free, right?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit them. Attempt to hit them twice. I imagine that hits.
Yep, both of those are gonna hit.
And then after the second hit, I don't know if it's like going to like move them at all.
Alright,
But no, go ahead.
where are you aiming over these punches then?
I imagine because if the way they're sitting on me, it's either going to be into their maybe. Well, how big's a Minotaur?
The Minotaur is 8 feet. And
Well,
over
imagine
1,000
into the-
pounds.
Well, imagine into the ribs then. If I could like even sit up just a little bit, I imagine to the ribs.
Okay, you go ahead and kind of like just slam into the ribs. One shot going right into the liver.
Because wrestling has no weight classes.
But like
You
with
literally said heavyweight at the beginning of this.
Oh
But,
no,
okay.
no. You could be called like heavyweight, cruiserweight, lightweight, whatever. It doesn't matter. It just like specifies the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Minotaur
I'll
would
punch-
be extra heavyweight.
Yeah. So I'll punch them in the ribs twice, and after they fucked up, I will then say, "Oh, can't even hit me while I'm prone. Maybe you should try to hit me when it's on even footing."
Make a persuasion check.
All right, I'm gonna definitely throw the +1 onto this. 15.
Okay. Grimy bitch. And he's gonna go ahead on his turn, get off the pin, and like just kind of like hold on to you and try to just punch you in the face twice while you're both standing up. Now, you are free from the grapple with after you successfully get them to stop pinning you and try to look better for the crowd.
That's when the 2 nat 20s hit.
That's a 7. Oh, okay. Oh, that one hits. That's a 21.
Okay.
Okay, after kind of like missing you with one of the hits, is then gonna clock you for 6 as he hits you right into the face, you can feel your nose begin to bleed.
Interesting. Okay.
How's Velveteen looking?
Doing all right. They haven't been hitting me, so I'm sitting at 56 hit points. So,
How's the Minotaur looking?
A bit ragged as well. They might actually be about even right now in damage.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to since we're now free, I'm going to attempt to head outside and get a weapon if possible.
All right, the Minotaur go ahead and after the blows, you do the wrestler signal thing to be like, hey, I need to get something real quick. So the Minotaur just kind of like backs off and tries to do some crowd work, looking around the stage as you just kind of like go and get something from underneath. Roll me a d6 and see what you get.
A d6. A 5.
5 is a classic.
Why are my guns under here?
The folding chair.
As you pull out a metal folding chair from underneath.
Yeah.
This will be a bit of a boost to your hits if you're able to collide.
Okay.
To the damage you do.
Right, because it's improvised weapons you don't have proficiency in, right?
Yeah.
No.
For the sake of this wrestling match, you get a bonus of some kind.
Yeah.
Do you want me to still run unarmed strikes when I'm doing this?
Yeah, you might as well.
Okay. Can I still perform actions now, or
that'll be your turn. Just to kind of like take the time to get underneath.
That's fine. Yeah.
Get this. The Minotaur, in turn, is going to go ahead and spend this bit trying to pump up the crowd, make a bit of a persuasiveness going on. Oh, that's not a great roll. They got a 10. So it's a bit of a mixed reaction. You hear someone go, "You missed while he was prone."
Yeah, that's Galen. No, just kidding.
No, I'm going, way to go! You're doing lovely! Yay!
Yeah, so unfortunately,
To the
Minotaur
ball.
doesn't get up.
Oh.
Take your top off. Wait, who said that?
Oh, who could have that have been?
I don't think either of us are wearing tops, but okay.
He's
Mad
wearing
Bull's
robe.
wearing a robe, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Kind of like a bit of a toga style.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back inside. If that was his turn, I don't know if it was.
Yeah, it's your. You get to go now. They failed at crowd work.
So I'm gonna attempt to hit them twice. I do have a question. If we're flavoring this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, not on this. If I were to action surge here and use another attack, and let's say, never mind. I was going to say since I am a very good marksman, could I use my grit that allows me to roll at advantage, if need be?
I think that is specifically for ranged. If you were saying
Okay.
throw the chair, I would have
That's what I'm
given
saying.
you the
Like,
leniency.
if I do throw the chair,
Yeah, but it's 19, 21, and 20 will all hit. You'll be getting +2 damage for each of these blows.
okay, so 21.
Yeah, 21. Buddy. As you go ahead and just get up to the Minotaur as they're turned around, realizing the crowd work didn't really go as well as they hoped. You just run up, bam, right across the back of the Minotaur, who turns around to meet you and try to block the blows. But you go ahead and just clobber them into the side a couple of more times. And you see the Minotaur go ahead and get, look pretty bruised up. The nose is kind of like starting to bleed. The septum ring looks like it got loosened up. Probably like one of the blows hit there and pushed the piercing around a bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
Youch.
Oh, I know the bee can sting so bad.
I'm sorry. I'm beating your ass and you call me a bee? I mean, you maybe a little bit more training, to talk a little bit better, and then to just obviously hit better, because you were just phoning it in.
Alright, he's gonna go ahead and try to grab the chair from your hands. Gonna go ahead with one hand grab onto it, another onto your face and pull. Make an athletics or acrobatics check. You have to beat a 22. Oh. Your +1 wouldn't help you either. Unfortunately, they go ahead and rip the chair out from your hands, and are then going to go ahead and try to slam it into your face with their... That's a natural 1. As they go ahead and try to slam it against your face, you duck down, and the chair slides out of his hands and crashes against, like, the ropes on the other side of the ring.
Is this your first time? Did I get a rookie?
I assure you, I'm a veteran.
Of letting people down?
I see you're a veteran of pissing people off.
Question.
Yes?
Do we, as us, like, know any, like, weak spots that Velveteen has? Or, like, if he's ticklish anywhere?
I mean, I will say the biggest thing is that arm is removable. If they wanted to take it, they could.
I'm gonna open up a telepathic link with the bull and tell him that his arm can be ripped off.
Yes, I know arms can be ripped off. I've done it plenty of times, Mystery Voice.
Mechanical one. It is so easily removable, much more than a normal arm. Beat him over the head with it. It'd be very entertaining.
I have a question. Does the Minotaur turn and, like, look in a direction, or just respond?
You see them
It's
visibly
telepathic, so
You see them visibly confused, trying to look for a voice.
yeah, it's telepathic, so it's not like it's coming from a specific direction. You're just hearing it.
No. But I just imagine, like, a voice appear, and I don't know if they would look around or not.
They do look around. They're a little bit distracted from that.
Yes. To be fair, anyone in this arena could be using magic.
Yeah.
You're lucky I'm not using more. If I had enhanced ability, this bull would be so enhanced.
As they're confused, do they have a good grip on this chair or no?
The chair is already gone. It hit the rope.
Okay, so they did lose on the 1. Okay.
Man, they're rolling so terribly.
Is it still in, like, the ring, or did it, like, leave?
It's in the ring on the side, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we're just gonna pick it back up, and we're gonna take out those knees. We're just gonna.
Oh, natural 1 yourself. You go ahead and try to slam against the knees, and the Minotaur kicks it out from your hands, and it slides off the ring now.
Oh. Well, this is kind of awkward.
Alright, a 12 is not going to hit as well, so you go ahead and try to get another blow, and the Mad Bull goes ahead and just dodges it. Whoa. I guess we're both a little bit of butterfingers.
A little bit. Are you good, by the way? Did I knock some screws loose up there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead with it. And he's gonna go ahead and grab onto your mechanical arm, put one leg onto your chest, gonna try to pull. This is just a direct strength versus strength right now. This is a very beatable thing for you. They rolled terrible again.
Yeah, sure, whatever, whatever.
That wins. Yeah, your 19 beats their 10. As they're trying to rip your arm off, you kind of like just pull back yourself, and you're not necessarily grappled right now. You'll be able to free yourself on your turn now if you wish.
Do I have to like roll something to free myself? Or
You don't have to roll something. They don't attempt to grapple you, they just attempted to rip your arm off.
I mean, if you want my arm so bad, and this is where I would definitely use my arm to hit him twice. Because I've just been using my regular arm up to this point.
Both those are gonna hit. Okay, another 10.
Do you want to take it now, or do you want to, just stop being, honest to God, annoying at this point? Because this has been going on a bit too long. You're not really doing much. Probably should challenge that new fellow that came in yesterday.
But you know what? Fuck this. You fuck with the bulls with the horns. He's gonna attempt to grapple you again. Alright, that is an 18.
Do you want me to roll acrobatics or athletics to get away? Hey, yeah. Damn it.
A 14. Okay. So the bull picks you up by both sides, twists you around so you're right on top of them, horizontal, and it's gonna just slam you down onto their horns. It's got a... That's definitely, that definitely hits. Luckily, not a natural 20 for you.
How much damage am I taking?
That'll be 9 points of damage you'll take from this. As you get skewered in one of your... And, like, your flesh hand, as well as through your left leg. In the, like, thigh region. It doesn't pierce all the way through, but you definitely still feel it.
I would imagine there's a little bit of blood.
Yeah, there's some blood trickling now.
Oh, okay. I'll let out a bit of a scream. And then, am I still, like, stuck in the horn, or do they...
You are grappled. You have to make another... spend your action for your turn trying to get free.
Okay. So I can't at all make any attacks, or can make attacks?
Depending on how you go about this, you can attempt an attack on your way out.
Okay. So...
This is, just however you want to be creative about this approach.
It's all the same. Let's just try and be really cool about it and just use strength to break away.
Okay. You're unable to break free from their grasp. As you try to muster yourself through, it's tough to get any leverage right now as you're being held, and your body is being pierced right now.
I don't have any more action, I'm guessing.
And just any kind of, like, flare. Like, probably is all you can do.
Oh, I would never do this, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Spit in the face.
The bull kind of like closes their eyes from that, looks back at you, glances back up to you. A bit desperate there, Despero. And it's gonna try to pull you in further down the horns.
Ow. Okay.
That's like kind of hot though.
Alright, that's definitely going to work against you. That'll be 17 more damage as you get pierced even further in. And you see the bull, now that you're kind of caught in between, will lean forward and get ready to charge into one of the posts with you still kind of like held on.
How's Ilsa looking?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Twister knows everything.
Yeah, Gale, you're having a tough time reading Ilsa. right now, whereas Twister at a natural 20 for 27, you're like, you're able to notice that there's some sweat on Ilsa's brow, as this is looking at like a very worrying situation all of a sudden. Like, ooh, Valentine's supposed to win. Uh-oh.
Good idea.
Alright.
I'm significantly down that horn, right? At this point.
Yeah.
Am I hypothetically moving my hands? Could I at least reach their mouth?
I'd say so.
All right. I am gonna say, if you want my arm so bad, go ahead and take it.
You're ready to use that line.
No. Truly take it. Can I detach my arm, and while detaching my arm, jam it in their mouth and have a hand mortar ready?
Roll me a d20 to see if you're just for a luck on getting this to work as you're intending. 7.
7 is pretty lucky, Nate. I'm just saying.
Rolling a d20 on my own. If I get a number, I'll roll that in chats for you all who are playing to see as well. It has to be higher than what? Higher than that
Higher
7.
than 7.
That's
No, higher than 7, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it needs to be higher than 7.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah, got it. Nice.
A 9.
Hey, gamer.
You're able to detach the arm, but you're not able to channel the command for a hand mortar in time. So it gets ready, but the connection is severed too soon. As the middle arm is now in the Minotaur's mouth, who's just kind of like gagging on the sudden force right now, has to take their hands off to try to pull it out now. Becca?
It's fine. Continue.
There's
If you could describe it slower next time, though, that'd be better.
something
Alright.
else.
I would say you can do something else as well, Velveteen. Because that would be essentially one attack.
I mean, if I could even remotely get to their eyes at all, we're gonna try and blind them a little bit with a punch.
Okay. 22 hits. Another 5.
How are they both looking?
We'll see how this next attack goes.
Alright, you slam down into the left eye of the Minotaur. And they seem to reel from that a bit more. And they're having trouble kind of like opening their eye back up. It's gotten pretty swollen pretty quickly from that.
Okay.
So yeah, they'll be doing this charge into the full stats. Bit of disadvantage now. Because they only have one good eye. Alright, first is a 21.
21.
Yeah.
Next is a 9.
See, that one doesn't hit.
That is, so, that's disadvantage. So as they're charging forward, trying to get into the pulse, so that way you'll get slammed with the most force. Instead, the bolt Minotaur is, oh, let's see how bad this goes for them actually. Natural 1. Unable to see in front of them quite well and get the angle and everything right. The Minotaur just begins charging forward to the host and actually goes ahead and slams into it themselves with their head, with you being just on top. Give me a d20 to see how if the force of the momentum frees any part of you from that. With a sudden stop. Alright, no, you're still stuck skewered in. Yeah, the Minotaur has to take some damage because of the slam now. As they're now only with one good eye and a little stunned that they just concussed themselves with that natural one. They're stunned for this next bit. And another 4 damage to them. Alright, Velveteen, your turn.
Am I still like? Did I move at all, or am I just still like?
You're still stuck. I'll say if you try to get yourself unstuck, it would be with advantage because the Minotaur can't do anything right now.
Okay, would that be strength, I'm guessing? Or would
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
A natural 20 for 24. As the Minotaur is kind of like duped down a bit, stunned, kind of like not fully aware of everything happening, you first take your arm off, get a bit of a hole in the center of your hand from being skewered through, and then you take your leg and yank it out from the other side of the horn, kind of like twist down and tumble a bit to the ground before getting yourself back up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're bleeding pretty heavily yourself from these gaping wounds as you're staring right in front of the bull, who can't do anything for the rest of the turn as he just eventually shakes himself back up. Your go again.
Oh, okay. Are they like hunched over at all? Because I imagine they're more than
they-
still out of it.
Yeah, a little bit from like getting out of the stun.
Okay, so let's do 2 more hits. Let's knock him out at this point.
A natural 20, as well as 19, both hit.
Woo.
Okay, another 11 points of damage. The Mad Bull is barely on his feet, but is still hanging in. Heavily concussed, bruised all over from this fight. Angered and knowing that things could be ending any second, it's gonna go ahead and just try to slam you down again.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to notice that you're in much better shape right now. That's gonna be a 17.
To hit or damage?
A 17 to grapple you. Make an athletics or acrobatics check. They're gonna try to pin you and just keep you down.
Okay.
Alright, they pin you. And they're gonna go ahead and use the other part of this to fully get the full pin so that way you can't make any attacks. They're gonna try to get a ring out. A count out. Instead of just a knockout. That's a 23. Make another athletics or acrobatics. Now you're fully pinned, unable to move immediately as the bull has you wrapped up between your arms and legs, held down onto the ground, and a ref comes up and starts doing a count. 1, 2, your turn.
So arms are pinned and legs are pinned, or just arms are pinned?
Everything's pinned right now. You'll have to make another athletics or acrobatics to break free. Okay, it's...
Is it possible to use a hero point in this?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
That's a 15 that was rolled for them.
Okay,
You have
okay.
a 12 right now.
And a hero point is what? A D6?
Yes. And you have a +1 going forward as well.
So a 13. So I just need to...
You need a
Roll
2 or
anything
higher.
but a 1.
You break free from the grapple on your turn. Just kind of like nearly having to dislocate your joints in order to break free. Eventually push yourself out, and the referee gets off the ring, stopping the count at 3. That is it for your go, unless you want to do any extra flair.
No, I'm just gonna. I imagine they spat out my arm in the ring.
Yeah, your arm's kind of like in the middle of the ring right now.
Can I just? I'm just gonna start walking towards it at this point,
Okay.
or moving towards it.
All right, the bull is now gonna go ahead, and with that's also being done, it's just gonna try to make a couple strikes at you, a punch and a kick. 13 to hit.
No.
Okay, a 15 to hit.
Yes.
And Cold cocks you across the head with a 5.
Okay.
5 damage.
What are you at?
I'm at 26.
I thought you were lower for some reason.
No.
Alright, your turn, Velveteen.
Is it an action to reattach my arm?
I will say... I'll say that you'll be able to do... Or you can attempt one attack afterwards at, like, disadvantage, or you can attempt in crowd work or flare.
Okay. Hear me out. So we talked about this earlier about throwing things. If I were to throw my arm, could then I in turn use my grip?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is the only instance in other combat scenarios that wouldn't be a thing.
Oh no, for sure. But I'm never gonna ever do this again. Is the biggest thing. Do you want me to roll unarmed strike?
Well, yeah, it is unarmed.
Well, shut up.
Yeah, go ahead and do an unarmed strike with, what is this going to do? Advantage with your grit?
It'll basically, just be advantage.
Okay.
So 20 would have hit no matter what, but...
Alright, 5.
And then, unless that knocks him down?
They're knocked down yet. The metal fist slamming into the Minotaur's face, grabs onto it, tosses it down to the ground in anger. Face fully bloodied at this point, one eye fully swollen over.
Well, I do have to ask, was picking up the arm in action?
Picking the arm up itself wasn't one, no.
Okay, then... Now is he down?
How do you want to do this?
Is he still outside the ring?
You're all inside the ring.
Okay, I didn't know if he ever got back in the ring.
It never got knocked out. Just hit the post from the inside of the ring, but never got knocked out.
So, easy here. I'm going to throw them. I'm going to aim for the bad eye. It hits the bad eye, and I imagine this is going to cause them to turn around. I am then going to point at Ilsa in the crowd and also my friends. And then, this isn't the best move to do, but then I'm going to punch them in the back of the head and follow through and then end up tumbling out of the ring as this happens.
The Minotaur's body collapsing from a mixture of exhaustion and concussion, you riding on top after the blow. You land with style as you tumble back onto the floor outside the ring. And as you stand there, you just hear a roar of applause and cheers from around the whole stadium. All these people excited from this fun fight that just happened. Got to see some cool moves, a lot of viscera. Some blood was knocked around the area. That was cool for them as well. You are greeted with cheers and the chanting of your name. Despero! Despero! Despero!
I will give it to the crowd. I will do one of these. I will grab the hat, again, tip to the crowd, and then I'll make my way out.
Ilsa just outside the ring in the chairs, fully stands on top and arms in the air. Yeah!
Politely clapping. Fully seated.
Bravo!
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
be standing up and clapping just because I feel like that's the energy or the vibe
Same.
of the.
Yeah. Well, if the person next to me stands, if you know,
Yeah,
you're
we're
doing a
both
standing
gonna be
ovation.
standing,
Yeah,
so.
if someone stands, then I'm like, ugh. I'll
I
get up
guess I could stand up.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's fine. I'm not gonna be mad.
We're
I'm not
standing
doing it
up.
for you. I'm doing it for everyone else that sees me.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
I'm a public face. I need to look like I guess that. Yeah, that.
But yeah, then I'll head to the back. And probably be, taken care of.
How is the bull doing?
The
Dead on
bull.
the stage.
He's
Minotaur.
unconscious on the stage.
Yeah, the bull is being greeted and treated by like a healer immediately, who kind of like helps them get back up to at least being able to walk around and head back stage to a resting room of his own.
Can I, as like everything's kind of like as the fight's kind of ending, can I look towards Gale and tap my head real quick?
I will open a telepathic connection with you.
What do you think
Yeah.
of the fight?
I mean, it was a lot of fun. I feel like I disagree with some of the things that happened in there, but it was a fun time to watch. The bull did a really good show.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
Yeah. Did
I
you?
was curious. Yeah, not really my thing.
Yeah.
Personally, but it was interesting to watch.
Men rolling around in blood. Always a good time.
Always a good time.
Yeah.
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 Big fan.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. I was curious. Once we leave, would you like to go to like a bar, just grab a drink?
Yeah. As long as it's better than this crap that's here.
I mean, I assume it would be.
I mean, I'll drink fucking swill, but
I won't.
I'm not gonna pay more prices for it.
Yeah, no. The prices here are absolutely outrageous.
I'd like that.
We can do that.
Cool.
I had silver for a hot dog. Gee.
Yeah.
Insane.
Well,
What
I
are
mean,
these
that,
prices?
that's how much one costs, right?
It's a hot dog. How much did it
No.
cost?
Yeah.
10
No.
10 silver?
No.
There's always
gold?
money in the hot dog stand.
No.
Funny.
Is that not the cost of it?
No.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You would eat? You
No.
would deign to eat a meal that costs less than a gold?
Yes.
It's absolutely revolting. So it's got to be that with that much.
That's
Ilsa one's
what we've been
an
making
incredible
for years.
establishment.
The stuff we've been making for years costs less than the gold.
Ugh. Where's the restroom?
How strange. I haven't had to live off that kind of low level, that's lesser value of meals since my college days.
Oh my God.
I haven't lived like that since my college days. It's absolutely absurd. And even then, I was still spending at least 7 silver.
Conversation really takes me back to my childhood.
Ilsa will go ahead and, after kind of like, calming down, getting out of, kind of like going back to, okay, business persona. Stepping down from her chair, looks over to you. How'd you like that?
That was cool. Entertaining. They both put on a good show.
I understand the appeal of it.
Looked like you enjoyed it.
It doesn't like a good fight every now and then.
Yeah.
Glad Velveteen won. Was worried for a second there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that makes the show even more exciting.
Yeah, you gotta have the the tenseness, possibility that you may not come out on top, and then at the end you get the
Riles everyone up.
really
Makes them
adds
excited to
tension.
come back and see it again.
Oh, I gotta get going. tomorrow before lunch.
Yes, of course. Thank you
Good
so
luck.
much for getting us these seats. They were absolutely lovely.
I think I got a little bit of blood on me. I did get hit by a tooth.
Now, this is the splash zone.
Yeah, I'm fully aware of that.
No better seats in the house. And have a good evening, detectives.
I'm going to get all my clothes dry cleaned.
Yeah, just use your prestidigitation spell you always
I do.
have.
Immediately.
Ace was just like wiping it like some of his others. Like,
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
also
I also
go ahead
have
and walk
blood.
away.
Oh.
Anything the rest of you would like to do?
Can
I
we
don't know where his
smell-
dressing room is. If we're supposed to meet him there or something.
Oh, we can ask Ilsa before she
Yeah.
leaves.
Oh,
Do you know if that's what he wants?
Is that what he wants? We actually are unaware of what he wants.
He sort of came here without all of us, so.
Yeah, we didn't particularly.
Decision up to you guys.
I mean, we can meet in the dressing room.
I don't know what the vibe is of someone after they've gotten into a brutal fight. I don't know. It depends on the person, what kind of mood they're in after it. would
Yeah, I'm assuming that he's probably in pain and probably being healed.
We should
Maybe
at least go give a congratulations and then ta-ta, we're heading back. Or, I suppose, wait for him.
Yeah, we can just hang around. Maybe find a nearby place that's like serving something that isn't like a lot of money.
What do you mean?
Sorry, that is worth the money.
I was thinking of going to Upper and going to one of those secret speakeasies up there that every drink costs at least a platinum.
I do love the speakeasies. I haven't been to them so long.
They're
I'm sorry,
incredible, aren't
a
they?
They are incredible.
Platinum, yes, and that's the base level. I
That
would
is,
equate that
they
to
are very expensive.
Well, what are the drinks that you all drink down here? A
I
vodka
don't
soda?
know. I don't. Sorry, that's so much.
It
It's
is
the
quite
bare minimum
expensive
for a
However,
cocktail.
Yeah, they are.
The
Quite
two
fun,
rich, the former rich kid, a person pretending to be rich, and the lower middle class kid, all talking about what is a good price for a restaurant.
I
To
assume
be
we're
fair,
walking to the dressing room as we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay, it's just more like, oh yeah, that's what they cost. It's way too fucking expensive, but that's just how it is in the upper class, like parties. Like it's.
I'm sorry, does it cost more for a status or?
Yeah, you have to show that you have money.
Rich people have a lot of money and spend it in ridiculous ways because they truly do not care. At some point, it becomes a high score to them.
Yes, and you pay a little extra too to make sure your drink doesn't get poisoned by anyone else at the bar with you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Normal behavior.
Mm-hmm.
With that, you're all like right outside of where Velveteen dressing room to be. You can see like titled Lone Despero.
Knock on the door. I'll knock on the door.
It's open.
I will open the door. We wanted to come by and say congratulations on the fight.
A lovely show.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I mean, you all didn't have to come. I'll be honest. I appreciate it, but imagine some of you may have been more busy than others. So,
Busy with what?
well, I didn't know if you you had to work
I
or
put in my 2 weeks like a week ago. And
Oh.
they just said I didn't have to work the rest of the time. I told them things are
Brutal.
I told them things are getting very stressful and I may not be able to continue making shifts, and my former boss was very understanding of it, and so I worked the few days that I was scheduled and wasn't put on the next schedule.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
my
We told you would show up.
And we did tell you we would be here.
Twister.
I mean, Twister.
My boss found a better comedian.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's very unfortunate.
Brutal.
I don't have to work. This is my job today. So, but of course, a free night. Why wouldn't we come support you now that we know where it is? I'm very intrigued. Ilse was saying something about when they actually do have dance numbers. So I might stay for a whole performance next time.
If you want to, you're always welcome. But again,
If you don't want us here, we can leave.
it's not that I don't want you here. It's just you all seem to have other things going on most of the time, and I don't want to keep you from that.
Let me get an insight check on him. It's not going to be great, but it's a 6.
yeah, I'm also gonna. Wow, we all rolled like shit.
6, 12, and 6 on your insight.
Hey,
Hey,
that makes it 24 if we combine.
I'll just
all
give
their
them
powers.
to this. If you guys got other things going on, feel free to do that.
Do you not want us to come support you?
It's not that I want to. It's just
We don't have.
it is not that you don't have to be here or have to be here. It's just some people don't like this. Some people think it's barbaric and gross. Some people just come because, again, they have to be here. I just enjoy doing it because I can raise money to help people, but I still have to hurt people. And sometimes it's not glamorous, and sometimes that happens, or this happens, and I'll like motion to the holes in my body.
I mean,
It sounds like you don't like it, so you could just stop doing it.
I mean, I don't hate it, but it's still painful.
I mean, do you come in every day like excited?
Mostly, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
It allows me to fight others, help others, and just if other people want to get into this as a profession or just want to get into it as something again that blows off steam, they can. But I'm never gonna force you all to be here is the biggest thing.
I don't understand you. You were so upset that we weren't interested, and now we're here acting interested, and you're not
Well,
excited.
Well, I will also say that was not my best performance is the biggest thing.
It was an
That was-
incredible show.
Yeah, it was
It
a
was
fantastic one.
it was very tense.
The point, if you do too good of a job and just win every single time, it's not exciting. You lose the crowd. Then everyone thinks it's rigged. When you get the shit kicked out of you, then it looks more interesting, like something's actually happening, like it's an actual fucking fight and not some, just random thing that two people have like decided that they're gonna do.
I'm gonna make sure the
I'm
door.
gonna,
Are there other
yeah,
people in
I
the
was about
room?
to say too.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna make sure the door's shut.
You're the only ones in the room right now. But yeah, the door shut with that.
Like it was absolutely incredible. Like, I mean, sorry you got the shit kicked out of you, but it made a fucking great show. People fucking loved it.
Yeah, the entire crowd was standing and applauding. Even Ilsa was standing and applauding.
She was fucking screaming.
Yeah,
Sitting
she
on her
was.
chair.
Even Achaeus heard it.
Did you all believe in me?
Yes.
I wanted to. I just also thought the bull was kicking her ass for a little bit, and I was very. I was just really excited to see a good fight.
I appreciate it. It hurt, and it's.
I just think
you
you
know,
pulled a few moves that were really unnecessary. I think the rules for magic in there are that magic shouldn't be allowed. I think that's fucked up, but that's on the industry and not on you specifically.
It's if it comes from the body or extensions of the body, it's legal.
Right, so I could cast blight on him, because that comes from my body. That comes from what I do.
I mean, they probably, yeah.
Ilsa said no harmful magic.
No
I asked
harmful
her the
nature at magic.
Yeah,
Well,
which I assume
again,
means something over a cantrip.
Probably. All I know is cantrips, so. Well,
I mean,
I guess if that count as cantrip, they don't really. Again, they don't come from me.
Then yeah, you shouldn't be able to use them.
Well, no. What I
Because
mean
you
is,
just said that. Yeah.
they don't come from me, but they come from the extension of me.
the arm,
the arm,
mechanical arm.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a great fight. I was really happy to come out and see it. It was a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you all heading out after this?
That was the idea, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It is late.
Yeah. Are we heading straight back, or do we want to stop somewhere?
Assuming we're gonna head
Head
straight back.
Okay.
Well,
We do have a meeting with Ilsa before lunch.
Before lunch.
Tomorrow.
Well, safe travels.
Well, I mean, we should travel together. That's kind of what we all decided on.
Well, here's the thing. The fight was half of it. Cleanup was the other half.
All right. How long do we gotta wait?
I mean, it's gonna be a few hours. Is the biggest thing.
For what? For you to clean some blood off of you?
No.
Oh, to clean the arena?
Yeah. We don't
You have to clean it? They don't have people that go out there and clean it? I'll go out and prestidigitate that whole ass arena in like 2 minutes.
No, it's also it gives us time to talk with the students is the biggest thing, and if they have any questions about fights.
Oh.
What time is it?
Because I think right now it'd be like 10 p.m.
It started at 10.
Okay, then right now it'd be closer to
11.
11 p.m.
You all have to understand, I don't make it back home until like 2:33 in the morning.
Well, and how are we supposed to all travel as a group at that point? Because that's kind of what we decided on, so.
Well, I mean, I usually take a car back, and I'm with people. We travel together.
I mean, one of us could stay here.
I'm not trying to be aggressive towards this. I'll have like 4 people traveling with me when I make it back home. I'll be okay.
If you were sure.
You all
You're
seem
sure?
like, yeah, it's fun. Like, you all go have a night. If you plan on doing anything, I don't know.
Do I notice anything in this room? Like anything that could seem like it's like a camera or
There's no cameras now.
Hey, if there's a
Cameras don't
camera in
exist.
here-
Bitch, I hold up my
It's
camera.
also a dressing room.
Yeah.
I think there's some legality about that one.
legality wasn't made until after 67 AD.
And so
Actually, the Romans were pretty famous about having laws. I'll say
Yeah.
that about them. Honestly, they had laws. Fucked up one.
However, they did not have cameras.
Do we want to say what happened today?
Oh,
Or do we
but
wanna
we
save
wanna
it?
discuss that tonight, or do we want to leave that for tomorrow?
I mean, if Velveteen's got stuff to do, then I suppose it can wait. The students are important after all.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but you all have a good night. Do you have anything planned or anything?
Sounds
Not
like we're just going
particularly.
home.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'll hopefully see you then. I don't know if y'all will be awake. The biggest thing. Well, I know you'll be awake. But
I'll probably be sitting in my room with the door locked, just kind of chatting with Galen, as I tend to do.
that's fair. Do you mind taking that home, by the way? I don't want to get any blood on it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. But if y'all don't need anything else, I need to get out of this.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll all leave.
All right. So about this whole money thing, I'm kidding.
I'm just saying that food and drink should be the most, like, one of the most expensive things you buy, aside from like art and stuff like that. Because
yes,
it
only the
fuels yourself in your
necessities.
body.
I kindly disagree.
Only the necessities: food, drink, and art.
Yes, that's all you really need.
It's like I'm talking to my mother again.
Don't you fucking dare.
that brings Gale right out. Just don't you dare.
Just so quiet. Just
Just through the telepathic speech. Don't you fucking dare.
no, I think like fully drops character and just does that. Let's go back. We'll stop this conversation, I suppose. If you don't understand, you don't understand.
Okay.
One day, Twister, I hope you'll be able to understand.
What that we should buy that food should cost more?
You put it inside of your body. It has to be
Okay.
good for you.
There's a lot
I
of things
speed
that go
walk. I
inside
start,
your
like-
body.
It's Galen, but he starts to gay speed walk.
No, you don't get to sashay your way out of this.
He does. Galen walks with such a like. Galen is so he shouldn't be a straight man.
He's way too straight to swing those hips like that.
It really is.
Alright, is there anything else planned for the evening?
I mean, I believe.
We're going to the bar
Yeah,
after.
if we want to, once we take Twister home.
Yeah, after we.
Wow,
take
I
this
can't
off.
believe that you're
I
not
thought
inviting
Twister
me.
was gonna come with. Twister
No,
also pitched
no.
that idea.
it's
Nope.
us.
It
Oh,
was plans
okay,
between
got it. Okay.
Case and Gale.
Are you gonna sneak out? Because Twister's gonna be like, "Why are you two going? Are we supposed to stick together?"
Two of us, we're fine.
Yeah, but I'm by myself.
Okay, we'll have fun.
Okay, so we haven't moved all your stuff over from the inn yet, have we?
No, I did. I do think I left some of my clothing there.
Oh, then I can go. With.
I'm fine to go with the case. You have to sleep, good sir. You've been through a lot of pain today. How's your shoulder doing?
My shoulder's hurting, but
You should probably rest.
You did have 2 hours of hanging out with Halas Tarkanan.
That's a lot to have to go through. How about I brew you some tea, and then we will go get a case of stuff, and then come back.
You're trying to bribe me, aren't you?
I'm not giving you money. Would that do it? if I bought you a platinum drink, would that do it for you?
It's fine. You two can go.
We're just going to get a case of things. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, we abandoned Twister.
And then no.
I duck into an alley and become Gale.
I call Halas. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, Halas, they
Halas,
left
baby,
me.
come over.
My parents are gone. Come over.
No one's home. And then he messages back. I know.
He's standing in the living room.
Yeah, where are we going? What bar are we going to? What's
Um,
the plan?
I was thinking maybe one of the bars in probably like Middle Durham.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
Really, wherever. We did just come from there, but
Well, I don't.
we can get.
I'd like somewhere a little nicer than the.
No,
area.
yeah, no. I'm not saying that I want to spend a fucking goddamn platinum on a fucking drink. What
Yeah, I
fucking horse
definitely.
shit's that? Fucking-
No. It's true that it happens. I can
It's
tell you that much.
True, and it sucks.
It does.
Uh,
It's
Sorry, Galen,
bullshit.
but like, bruh.
Does Galen actually spend that much on drinks?
I mean, is it weird?
He asked if it's weird.
For the class
He's a
you're
very rich
in, no.
person.
For the
It's
class
very
you're
upper
in,
class.
no.
Yeah.
Upper class, very upper class. Definitely something I did when I was
Upper
in
class.
my youth. When I was upper class, yes.
Yeah, we go to a bar.
Yeah.
Okay. You get yourself into a... It's not necessarily a dive, but it's not a fine establishment. There's some tables that could probably use some better cleaning. You can see some stains similar to the beer stains you saw at the black and blue. And you can see that there is that the place is half full of people already a few drinks in.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's still plenty of booths and seats that you can find your way to if you don't want to just do standing.
What do you want to
Yeah.
do? Thinking booth or stand?
Prefer standing.
All right, sure.
Gives me a little better feel for my alcohol tolerance when I start to.
That's understandable, because then otherwise you're sitting and then you're just kind of like when you try to stand up.
Yeah,
I
you
get that
stand up
shit.
and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it gives us the potential to climb on the table if we have to.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, always the fun stuff.
Yeah.
I'll order us drinks.
I thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yeah, of course.
Figured that both of us, I think, are very stressed right now, so I kind of
I couldn't possibly know what you're talking about.
and that
Yeah. Our
Mhm.
upstairs neighbors have been kind of loud.
yeah.
Yeah, they play music at the strangest hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes Idol is humming to himself. It's a little weird.
Is it a good tune at least? Can he keep a tune? I bet he can. He seems like a guy that could.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, it's I wouldn't say a bop, but it's not terrible.
Something close at least. Yeah.
Yeah. I did also. I do feel like I tried to get to know you a few times, and it's kind of not gone well. The night of the.
Never have I ever.
Yeah.
In the
being one
whole
of those examples.
that situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was. If you're okay with me asking some questions.
Yeah. No. Ask away. I'm an open fucking book.
You were a performer fighter
Yeah.
with Char.
With Char, yeah, we were sparring partners for a long time. We did a lot of stage combat mostly. A lot of it was scripted, though sometimes we did go off script for it. Because it did make it like more exciting, because people can usually tell when you're pulling punches and stuff like that. I did some like just general strongman kind of shit too, just whatever the circus needed at the moment, until I found Char and we started to do that shit stuff. Just bros and stuff.
Of course, just bros.
I didn't say that. I was defining it now. So yeah, that's kind of always been the thing. I love a performance of fighting.
Yeah. I think tonight was my first real fighting performance.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I haven't really.
I mean,
I've been to quite a few performances, but never.
It
never
more
with
felt
really
like an
sports.
arena fight than like a,
like a
yeah,
performance.
yeah. And they're. I mean, I'm sure they're trying their best with their trash talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you enjoy it? Was it a good time?
It was, yeah.
Were you a fine art lad?
I mean, yeah, I prefer more of a musical venue.
That's valid.
That's more of my scene, but
Like what kind of music? What music do you like?
I mean, I've gone to quite a few performances. A lot of them, of course, like orchestral. Or sometimes like my mother's performances. She's not exactly, like a pop artist or anything. She's very, how do I describe it? Opera, sort of.
Oh,
yeah.
that's lovely.
Yeah. I mean, her voice is quite incredible.
Nice.
She is the one who trained me in a lot of my musical education.
Oh, what you said? You know the piano. What other instruments you got? And I've obviously got the piano as well. I mostly speed learned that because Galen could. But
you just learn the piano?
Oh yeah, music comes really easy to me.
Oh.
Yeah, I did some I've done some musician stuff. you know, I'm a performer. I ran away and joined the circus probably when I was a bit too young, but
Why did you join the?
I was
If
kind
I
of
may
just
ask.
really in like a rebellious, like, you know, my parents had like been talking about like having another kid, and I was like, no, I'm supposed to be the full focus of your attention and all that. And then they were struggling for money and and I was like, well, I'm gonna go support myself because that, I mean, and then I did come back to them eventually, but I ran off for service for a little bit, which is why I was upset about the kids shouldn't have to go fight,
Yeah.
because it shouldn't have to happen.
No, I agree.
Hello. It's a bar cat.
Oh, yeah, bar cat. Cute.
Yeah.
But no, I agree.
But yeah.
I guess I didn't answer the question that you'd asked me if
No.
what instruments I play.
What are you proficient in? Read your sheet to me.
I can play piano, of course, as I said, flute, violin, saxophone. I dabbled with the clarinet a little bit.
Good God.
Oboe as well.
One man band. I mean, yeah.
And of course, also vocally. I was trained by my mother growing up. Yeah, at least a few. There's some I've like tried, and I tried the trombone once. That was I couldn't
Wind
quite
and
get my
horn instruments are kind of a mystery to me.
hand. Yeah.
Always in travel they get like, crammed full of dust and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets kind of hard to deal with. I already replaced my guitar strings enough, so.
Oh yeah, I have done that as well. I cannot tell you how many times I have sliced my fingers open because I accidentally tightened the guitar string too tight and it snapped, and it whips and hits your finger.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. I'll try it again, but Galen's I look at my hand, and it's clearly my hand, and be like, Yeah. I think we chat.
Yeah, we chat for a bit.
We chat for a bit. Anything else? Stone?
As the night is winding down, and I'm assuming we've got a few drinks in us.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. I'm gonna ask about Char.
What about him?
I could not ask about him if you don't.
No, you can ask about him.
I mean, how did you guys meet?
I mean, he joined the circus a bit after I joined the circus. So, yeah.
Were you guys like immediately like partners here?
I mean, we started fighting together first. Because we kind of have that, like, I'm not a water genasi, but we had that kind of blue versus red thing going on, and people famously love that shit. Make as many seasons of it as possible, I guess. But sorry. So we were put up against each other, and like, it fighting with another person for so long is a very intimate kind of situation.
Of course.
And we got along. Our personalities mesh really well. So,
yeah, you guys seem to get along really well.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah. Good bro.
Yeah, just a good bro.
A good bro. Why do you ask?
No, I'm just curious. I mean, he seems like a very nice person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was curious about, the nature of your guys' relationship.
The nature of our guys' relationship. I don't know if we've established it.
Sorry, that's a little too much.
No, it's fun. I believe, like, at the shit. I mean, we care about each other a lot lately, but I don't think we're in an exclusive relationship. I think that's kind of at the situation we're at. Nate, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think either of you have ever put in any words to it or any terms either, so it's a very up in the air thing.
Yeah.
It's very vague.
Yeah. I mean, I think it will come to a conversation at some point once he returns, but at the moment it's
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
That Barcat's really going at your hand.
Yeah, it's all right.
Sorry, I'm so distracted by the Barcat.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, Mayday, calm down. Yeah, that's about
He
what
seems like
my
a really,
understanding of the nature of it.
Seems like a really cool guy, though.
He is.
Yeah, I wish you to the best.
Thank you.
You say you guys aren't exclusive.
I do say that. That is something that I've said right there in this conversation.
I think someone got the direction of the conversation.
I like lean on the table like a bit more that we're like standing near. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm so not good at asking this, despite the fact that I have a high charisma and have definitely talked about this before. What are you doing for the rest of the night?
From what I understand, not a lot. Should I be?
You know,
Like,
I was curious.
I think I can move things around in my schedule a little bit.
You're very attractive.
As are you.
Would you like to sleep together?
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Can we go in for a handshake?
He'll do it. If you do it, he'll do it.
Yeah. Great. Lovely.
Great.
What is
Awesome.
this, a
Good to hear.
business transaction?
Two high charisma individuals who can't figure this out. Yeah.
KSU notoriously has slept with a lot of individuals.
Yeah.
In his youth and even past his youth.
Yeah. So I think we leave the bar. And I ask Galen to go to bed.
As soon as you all made that awkward handshake, yes, I understood to go to nap.
You only understood at the handshake?
A nap?
I was-
nap?
Honestly, I was thinking Chaos was going to be asking about chance availability.
Ouch. What the fuck?
It's not against you. It's just that's honestly how I thought that conversation was going.
Is that Nate or Galen?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
That's a... Those group was about it. You are an attractive person itself. It was not meant to be a dig at you.
Galen just called me attractive.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
That's so
What the
sweet of
fuck?
him.
I mean,
He's
he
so-
did just
he's
say
so
that.
straight.
I know, right? But he did also just say that he thought you were gonna ask if Char was available instead of me.
Oh.
We can figure that out when Char gets back.
Yeah, we can figure that out when Char gets back.
His biceps are so huge.
They're so big. I mean,
Don't
yours
cry,
are
bud.
also. I
Thank
mean,
you.
you're also quite big.
Oh yeah, thank you. I flex. Yeah, we go somewhere.
Yeah.
Scene. Bye.
See,
And
that's it.
with that,
I also ask Idol needs to be cool, but we don't need that conversation to happen.
you think Idolies would listen regardless. But I think this is a case of like Idolies being like, okay, actually no, I will step out of this.
Oh yeah.
Good. He better.
Fucking better.
Get out, dude.
But yeah, you'll all come to the thing. And we'll go ahead and end today's episode of Shadows of Sharn here. Thank you all for stopping on by and watching this. Hope everyone had a good evening with this. We had drama, we had history, we had blood sports, and we had awkward flirting. What more could you ask for in D&D?
That's what D&D is. All of those things.
Thank you all so much again. Before we make our exits, let's go ahead and remember who everyone here is and where else they can be found. Same order as we came in as. Becca.
Hello, I've been Becca. You can find me anywhere that I'm worth finding as as Cool Armadillo, either with a 0 as the final O or not. It's case by case basis on which one. As for the places you can find me, the only other place you can find me at this exact moment is over on Mondays over at twitch.tv/talkingxp for Ravenloft Misfits at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, where I play Vaughn, a barbarian rogue wizard.
There's a lot going on.
I know.
All right, thank you very much. Johnny.
Hi, Johnny Rose on Twitch and Twitter. Currently, no streams next week. Probably no streams the week after that. Everything's going great. On to the next.
And thank you very much. Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian. You can find me on Twitter at Cosmic Zeta, Twitch at Cosmic Zeta. I got nothing going on. Go blah 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 blah. Can't speak. Make sure to go support the charity that Nate's doing today or tonight. Exclamation point charity in the chat. That's it. I'll do it.
No, I do it first. There.
No, I did
Oh.
it first. Ah, fuck. No. It's
And
inconclusive.
And speaking of which, before we go into this next person, thank you, Stone, for the donation earlier, adding 5 teaspoons of vanilla extract to add to the smoothie as well in the process. Thank you so much for the donation. I hope you all have a... Sorry, not to skip you, sorry. Stone, where can people find you?
I guess people can't find me. Hello, I'm Stone. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Hello I'm Stone or on Twitter at Hello I'm Stone. And yeah, we will be doing a few of the streams this week. So if you want to keep up to date on those, please follow either my Twitter or my Twitch.
All right, thank you as well. Thank you all so much. I've been Gone with Silicon. You can find me on Twitter or Twitch with the same username that you can see on YouTube as well. I have, let's see, next week there's Squirrel Island. Maybe the end of the Infinite Fusions randomizer run. I don't know if I'm going to continue on to Johto or not. Maybe more Sekiro. And more Shadows of Sharn planned as well. Oh, I think there's also Lethal Company with at least one person.
I was also going to say the 14 stuff we're doing is going to...
Oh, and the 14 stuff. Wow, there's a lot of stuff happening next week. I might actually have to stream every week to fit it all in. Every day of the week. But yeah. Thank you all so much. You've been amazing. You've been wonderful. You've been so kind and gracious. And glad to have been able to help raise some money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Managed to get pretty close to the goal of 100. Got 75. So, man, that's also going to be a packed smoothie. But, hey, it's for the kids. And thank everyone who's donated to that as well. So kind and so gracious. But, yeah. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. And a better week as well. Can't wait to see your wonderful faces another time. Goodbye.